You do a podcast with you? I was like, what's going on? Oh, it's...
Doctor, you pull your mic to you, make sure it's good to go.
Checkity check. Check.
Good?
Balls.
This is amazing.
Holy shit!
Wow! Motherfucker, you'd be dead if that was done. It's like right up on your
I
nose.
didn't have my
I
glasses
was going to say, can you get a little closer?
There's no way you weren't rolling on that.
Somehow we're not fucking rolling.
You weren't rolling, were you? Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you found it. The most unprofessional little podcast there ever was. Ain't much else to say. Just sit back, sip on some whiskey, and be entertained. Because the Whiskey Bros are about to make love to your ears.
You're just gonna open a new one, aren't you? Look at Don.
That's right.
He's just opening a new one, dude.
I live here.
Man.
What are we on? Like one?
Oh, man.
Oh shit! You're ashing
We got
everywhere.
a hole in it already.
112.
Yeah. 107. I already said it, though. Already said it.
Shit.
Starting off the night strong with... Whoa.
You got
got-
burnt a hole in this
I
glass.
know. Yeah, and he's... speaking of Heath, where
Savage,
is Heath?
what you doing, man?
Is anybody here?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
Ho, 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 motherfuckers!
Ho, ho, ho. Ho.
Santa! I know him!
Oh my gosh! He got a bag of goodies.
What's in the
You got a
sack?
bag of goodies?
It's Savage's Santa sack.
What is in my sack?
That looks like big plugs of meat.
Chief, have you ever partaked in my sack?
Well,
Multiple
You still my
times.
ashtray, bro?
Bro, you remember when you were talking about the styrofoam?
it burned a hole in
it's
it.
got a hole in it, dumbass.
God almighty.
Should have brought a good ashtray here.
I know, we should have brought an ashtray.
yeah, if only you had two cigar guys in
only,
here with you.
Only if I had an ashtray.
If,
Hey, 2 minutes down the road.
actually, three. We got three cigar guys in here, and none of us brought ashtrays. Rubles, you're on the hook for that too, dude.
Oh yeah, do you get Rube back there?
Yeah, I think so. There he is.
My man.
I'm not even going to say.
Man, I like this audience thing.
There he is.
There's a shadow in the background.
Second podcast in a row we've had an audience.
Yeah, the guest audience is becoming a thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's like a casting couch.
Nice
That's what it
segue.
was.
Nice segue. From our guest tonight, Brad McGaw.
McGaw.
McGaw? What?
It's like Tim McGraw without the
McCall.
R. McGaw.
McGaw.
Oh, my God.
McGaw.
Dude, if,
McGaw.
Yeah,
if I
nice,
was the
Steve.
chief right now, I'd be losing my ever-loving shit.
It's like we need a vacuum up
I know, we need a fucking vacuum for these ashes.
there. Yeah, we're gonna
Again,
have to-
They're on my keyboard. They're on the table.
unprepared. I'm sorry.
It's on the sack.
unprofessional.
the Suckmaster
He
6000.
comes, first thing he
should be
does
here.
is come in the door criticizing me because we don't get to smoke cigars all the time on here.
And then look.
It's like he's as an establishment that he gets paid for people to smoke cigars inside of.
Why do we not?
Joe Rogan lets people smoke cigars.
Joe Rogan does it.
Yeah, well, let's have some of that Joe Rogan money.
All right.
Man.
So, Chief, you have not done this before, have you?
No.
Okay. This is
Okay, let's
glorious.
let him reach in.
So this
your
is
sack
my sack.
first.
Also, if you're my life insurance agent, this is a play cigar.
Yeah, these are fake.
We're not
So
inhaling them.
what happens?
We do not inhale.
Is this
we
the
don't inhale these.
Christmas
Well,
edition? Shut the fuck up.
Sorry, dude.
You may got a lighter.
Christmas edition of sack. So I wrap them.
Okay.
Wow.
So I'm just going to reach in.
That is very professional.
and I
looking.
don't know what's what. I just wrapped them all, threw them in the sack. So
Butcher paper.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach in and I'm just going to pass.
To the left.
Yeah, so this one goes all the way around.
Oh, it's to the right.
It is to the right.
You're left. All right.
We're breaking the
And
rule.
then whatever you get, you get. And you don't throw a fit.
Oh, I'll never throw a fit, dude.
Booyah.
I'm not a beach.
Yeah.
Sexist.
All right. So since our guest is our guest, we'll let him go first.
Oh, I thought we were just digging in.
No. One at a
No,
time.
one
bro.
at a time, man. How does your family work
Okay,
on
Brad.
Christmas?
Like savages, bro. Actual
You
savages.
just go at it.
All right. So drum roll.
So for Christmas, I got...
Oh, Heath doesn't like it when you bang on the table, man.
That's actually pretty good drum roll, though.
Twisted tea.
Oh, my God.
Why did you leave Ruben out?
Well, I didn't know he was coming.
What a fucking racist move that was.
Didn't know he was coming. All right, Chief.
Ruben? What? Yeah, seriously.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we do this all the time.
Okay, I'm rooting for a Colt 45 Chelada.
All right. We'll open her up, see what it is. I'm so glad you got that one.
Yeah, dude.
All right,
Rubes.
Ruben, bring it up here.
Bring it up here to this camera so we can see you open it.
See me? All right.
You see
It
me.
keeps going there, man. It ain't me. It ain't me.
Kind of dim it. I know a little bit right now.
Ruben, what you got? What you got?
Hold on.
It
Bud
is.
Light. Is that
Oh, that's
I am
Oh, you got the Bud Light
Bud Light
Chelada.
so glad.
So
that-
close.
Yeah.
Oh, now
All
I'm
right, here, give
scared.
this to Doc. It's my
What?
game. It's my rules, my game. Doc,
Okay.
open yours.
But you know what this is because why'd you hand me the small one?
Well, it's just the only one I got left.
not Okay.
It,
It's
it was
average.
mine. Yeah.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
average.
That's average, sir.
It's suitable.
size matters.
Any Schlitz?
Club Tell Sunny Margarita.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't get that.
Same.
All right. Last,
I'm really looking forward to
last
this
but
Bud
not
Ice.
least,
Certainly not least, at least in the waistline department.
let's see what Big Chancey got.
You know.
God damn. Oh! The fucking champagne of beers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not
It's actually
even
a good beer.
I'm not even sad about this.
It's a good beer.
That is.
Yeah.
It is a
That
good
got me
beer.
through later years in high school and early college, right there. Miller High Life. That's
right.
For all the folks that don't know, Miller High Life. Have you ever had High Life?
Shit.
Oh, bro.
Oh, you got to have it.
About to change your life.
All right, we cracking open.
Oh, yeah.
How many ounces is that thing?
A lot. I don't know.
It's big.
Is that a true 40?
No, it's
25.
32.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
32. So,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Thank you,
Chrysler.
Savage. Thank you, Savage Santa.
it tastes just like I remember it.
Oh, I should be.
Reminds me of being on a lake.
Yeah.
Sunny margarita. Ruben, are you gonna share or what, man?
Sharing's caring.
Why would somebody buy that voluntarily?
What?
Bud Ice.
No,
To put it in my sack?
so
No, I know. That's the point.
No, yeah. As soon as I seen it, I was like,
The last time I had one of these, I was in Sugar Mama's pool.
oh, God.
And whew, you remember that night?
Yep.
Yeah,
Does anyone
I
want
filled up my bathroom sink.
I remember what happened. No, I am good.
Clam diggers, that's what we were making.
Damn, that's a great beer.
It's not bad,
I don't know why I
bro.
don't drink more High
I
Life.
know.
High Life's great, dude. It is the champagne of beers.
Yeah.
And that whole thing was like
Like-
$2.
It's clean. It's crisp.
Finally,
It's actually got flavor.
I'm with the chief and had a $2 beer.
Hell yeah.
And a Miller, nonetheless.
You guys get a little tasty
Oh, I
taste?
know what that tastes like. I'm
Okay.
good.
I remember that in college.
Mike's Twisted Tea. You're not sleeping tonight.
Oh no.
I'm going to guess y'all didn't have chiladas in Chad, did you? Damn it.
Does it have caffeine in it? Do the Twisted Teas have caffeine?
Yeah, I assumed.
Really?
It's
No,
tea.
you think it's actually
It's
tea?
tea. No, I think it's got caffeine.
Bro, there's no way that's actual tea. Is it?
I'm looking.
Dude, we got to find out.
Fucking A, it says
No,
it.
yeah.
It's probably
Only
just
selling.
high fructose corn syrup with tea flavor.
Or diabetes.
And diabetes.
I'm looking.
All right.
It's been a day of giving because we also have a very special salsa on the table. Limited quantity of chips, though.
Yeah.
But
Wah, wah.
Did Ruben make this?
no.
No, that's
Okay.
mine.
No, what Ruben made is
I
still
was
in
going
the
to be
fridge.
scared. This is going to be hot.
No, it's Ruben's sister that made ass-burning
Oh, yeah.
sauce. Yeah.
None of us whiteys can handle that shit.
I'm a Chadgen, and I can't handle it. No,
Like
man.
it's good. The flavor,
Oh, it's-
as they say, the flavor is great, but it's torture. After how do you eat it?
I don't. I rarely eat it because the batch she made
Small
was really
amounts.
hot. The first batch was more food chance. You
Okay.
can handle that. You know.
Okay,
Does it have ghost pepper or something?
No, it's
Mamba juice.
yeah, dude. I've got some. Next time you come to the chief, I'll give you
Which I
some.
really appreciate, man. That's the
Shit, we were eating that with pork rinds.
Yeah.
We ate that much of it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I had to. That was matter of fact. Speaking of Monty was in. That was like the second time he came in,
Yeah.
and I said, "Look, guys, I'm sorry, but
Gotta get out
y'all
of here.
gotta go. I gotta close up early, man."
Yeah, Chad's
Ruben
got
sauce.
All right, so the salsa is
Lighter.
the salsa is made by Monty Caraway,
Yeah.
and you can find it exclusively
it. Okay.
at the Chief.
There it is.
Oh, now that's a lighter.
That is a lighter. And then
Yeah.
did you check that for
Got
scorpions?
That was a dirty trick.
I wasn't me. Why are you looking at me?
Who was it?
It was kind of all of us, but he was the provocateur.
I started it.
It's not
Yeah, I
us.
don't even know how to talk about that. I'm still a little shocked.
Well, finally, it took you a minute. And that will be going on a reel for the TikTok and the Instagram.
You got that
and the
on video?
Oh, yes,
yeah,
I
we
did.
did.
We are slowly becoming professional, man.
Oh,
Yeah, record
Okay, I
everything.
was gonna tell people about it, but you got it on video.
Yeah, now
You know
gotta-
what we are?
Now you got to watch the.
You know what we are not doing right now?
recording?
Did you turn it off?
I didn't touch it.
I thought I had it on.
Oh,
Okay.
no shit,
not
we haven't been
recording?
recording this whole time?
Nope.
Oh, so we gotta start all over.
No. The audio's recording. The video was not.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was sitting looking at it.
Yeah. So the Santa, it did not happen. It's too late though. And you just burned a hole in my mic.
So is Barry still alive?
No, Barry is not alive.
Barry who?
He died.
Barry Big Dick. Barry Big Dick. Yeah, I think he.
I think that is his last name.
I was gonna say Barry Allen from The Flash.
No, this Barry, who was very popular
Yeah,
in memes,
famous Barry.
He saved a lot of people through COVID, though. He kept us
no
laughing.
doubt. No
yeah.
doubt.
Oh, and there is.
Now he has a drone.
Yes, he does. I got to put that up now that we're actually recording. Well, we got all the Savage Sack stuff on audio at least.
Yeah.
So, man, I swear I hit the record button.
Remember that one time I said, "Hey, you got this?"
Yeah, I did not. In
Hey,
fact,
do you remember
I
in
had that.
band camp?
I do. Well, Doc does. He was in band.
Oh yes.
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Can't talk about what
I was even
happened.
switching the camera and everything.
Yeah, he was doing great.
It may
It
have
just wasn't recorded.
Bandcamp may have involved illegal substances
Yeah.
and cans.
So you
and
guys
Coke
see
cans.
You guys see
Yeah.
this. Go to the
No
feed.
carb.
You've
No
heard all the
carb.
talks about the drones. When now there's somebody took a
It's a
photo of
Christmas drone. Look at it. What the fuck, man?
Here you go, Rube.
old Barry. Barry's spirit soars on.
Oh my gosh.
Poor.
I got your lighter up here, Rube.
Speaking of spirit, let's talk about some spirit we got going on here.
Oh yeah. Make it big, bro, so people can see it.
As big as it gets.
You weren't allowed to video that shit.
Oh, I'm savage, bro.
What are they gonna do? Sue us? Who is the dude in white?
That is Wes.
Wait, is
Yeah.
that you, Doc?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He shaved his hair off just to come to this podcast.
I was trying to figure out the words still.
Still, I
Yeah.
can see it. You're struggling.
I can't believe you videoed that shit.
Oh yeah.
And that's
You
in,
should have
like,
worn that shirt here.
There it
Here we
was.
go. Here we
There's
go. Here we
another
go.
miss.
Watch this.
wait, are you a furry? Do you have fox ears on?
I've been known to be a furry from time to time.
They're cats.
Oh, okay. Cats.
Were you actually mic'd up on that?
Yeah.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sad.
No, I wasn't sad. You did all right, man.
I thought it was
Did I,
enjoyed
did
it,
I pull
brother.
it off?
You
I
have
think you did.
You
Okay.
have bigger balls than everybody at this table.
I think
You
it was
definitely.
great.
No, he needed cue cards. You needed cue cards, bro.
Yeah.
You were out
Yeah.
on the words.
Yes.
Was there not a video prompter or anything going on?
No.
No.
Oh man, that's tough.
So-
We're professionals up
Oh,
there.
well,
You gotta
excuse me.
memorize.
Yeah.
So it was funny because seeing that, it makes me have flashbacks when I was in Vegas one time. One of my friend's birthday, he invited his parents. We went to the Australian Bee Gees. And
That's the Bee Gees.
yeah, but it gets worse. So these, my friend had no idea it was also at a male strip club. And it was...
Sure.
Oh, he
did.
had no idea.
Yeah, sure he
The
did.
Australian Bee Gees. Okay.
And I remember they were stripping right in front of my friend's mom, and I was like, this is really fucking weird.
Okay, so by the time they got to Act 3, did you think maybe I should leave,
Yeah.
or did you just go?
You didn't get
Stay to the
you didn't
whole
get the hint when the tickets had "Bam Bam, thank you, ma'am" on it.
I mean, what's weird about a male strip club?
Well, there's nothing weird about it, but for a straight man to go in there and sit through a
Seeing
whole
my-
set. It's
I mean,
completely normal.
No, and
bro.
I basically said, "Hey, I'm need to go to the restroom," which I really just want to go
my
gamble
gosh.
more.
Dude, you went to the restroom. What did you do in the toilet when you were in
Yeah,
there?
you went to a gay strip club's restroom.
Okay.
Was there a small 2-inch hole in the side of the wall?
What?
full of glory.
Yeah. I want some more of that glory hole.
I've never known this, but I've never really like cared to look it up. But in a male strip club, are these dancers like erect?
No.
They're-
No.
No, they're not.
No, hell no.
Okay.
They're chub.
No, because it's a bunch of women laughing. Like that's what. the
Oh,
women-
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
this
yeah.
is
These
not
women weren't
anything
laughing,
about
they're like,
sex.
Well, here's the way it
Listen
usually
to
works.
the chief and his knowledge about gay
Well,
male strip
okay.
clubs.
Well, I'm going to tell
Okay.
you. So, from my wife's anecdotal experience, right? So, Heather's the one that always thinks they're gross, and she legit does. She thinks it's ridiculous, and I think that
Male strip clubs?
most women think that male stripping is ridiculous. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
turn them on. They're not getting horny.
I mean,
It's
you're talking
ridiculous.
like Chippendales,
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
Mikey,
All of
Mike,
them. Magic Mike,
Magic Mike,
all that.
Master
yeah.
blasters.
But that's not to say all women. There are some women that are legitimately, I mean, they're into it, but they're dragging the
Yeah.
majority of women, I believe, that are just like, this is ridiculous. They're all baby old up. It's gross.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I mean,
So
they're
it's
laughing because they're
there's not.
uncomfortable.
It's just comical.
That's
Yes.
like your opinion, man.
It is. I said it's anecdotal. I know.
Are you a chick with tits and a vagina in a men's strip club?
Well, I think no, I'm not. But I'm telling you that from what I've heard from the women that I've talked to, that's put a
name
poll
names.
up. Let's put
Name
a poll
names.
up.
Okay,
They're
that's
all gonna
that's
lie.
a really good idea. Is there anything appealing about a male strip
They're
club?
all gonna lie. It's the equivalent of
No,
us
it's
growing
anonymous.
up.
I don't think
it's
they will.
anonymous.
I look at Playboys for the stories.
I think
no,
the
it's
question
anonymous.
should be: is there anything appealing about a male
Sexually
strip club?
appealing.
Sexually
Arousing.
Are you
Is there
asking-
anything arousing?
Okay,
Are you asking the men in this room that question
No,
or in
I am.
general?
I don't know.
To our general audience that is
No.
90% male.
Would
get
you
it
ever
out there.
go?
Hell, I would. I get free drinks all night long.
Dude, that is true. That is
Yeah, I'd
true.
go.
The gay guys will buy you drinks all
yeah.
night, especially you,
Especially
bro.
this guy.
Yeah. You're a, what do they call them, a bear? Is it a grizzly? Grizzly. Yeah.
Bear. I think it's a bear,
It's
right?
a bear. It is
Yeah.
bear. Yeah.
But I am a grizzly.
You are
too,
fucking
yeah.
grizzly.
You guys are sleeping on the
You know,
sausage.
you know what they say about the grizzly? Lay down, take it.
Wow.
It is. I think that's what they say. If it's now, because there's a saying, if it's white or if it's black, you run away or something like that. And if it's
What is this true, Ruben? He's over here laughing. I look over and he's already laughing.
So Brad, during intermission of the sex tease, did they discuss the rules on what a bear does?
No. Okay. So I got a question. If you see a polar bear, what do you do?
Fuck you! You
just accept your fate.
Stick your head between your ass. Wait.
No,
Yeah,
you
between
your
your legs,
legs,
and
kiss your ass
goodbye.
goodbye.
No, you just give it a Coca-Cola.
You ever
So-
you got a hot sauce whiskey over
I got a
there.
little hot sauce in my whiskey. Mm-hmm.
So tell us about yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about you.
Besides your name's
I'm
Brad.
sitting here smoking your cigar.
Yes. It's not my cigar. I'm not the owner of this brand. I'm actually just a sales representative for this brand.
Oh shit! We thought you were the owner. All right, fellas.
Okay.
Well, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for coming on. We'll see you guys later.
Okay, well, see you guys. That was a good about 5 minutes.
How'd you become a cigar rep? So that's quite cool.
Do you even like cigars?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
There you go.
ask ask Gay Keith?
What color one? Which it depends on which color.
You know, when I was your age, I don't know how old you are. 28.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm good.
Did he nail it?
Okay.
It's like you have experience.
He nailed
with,
that?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, there you go.
Boom.
Hey,
Okay.
Brad's have that.
That is
Yes,
true. That
that's
was
what
the
it
Brad
is.
to Brad connection.
Okay, when I was your age, I wouldn't have thought. I think I'm gonna like reach out to a cigar company and see if I can rep for them. Like the thought would have never occurred to me.
And maybe that story,
I did think about illegal drugs though.
maybe that story he
but-
just said didn't happen.
So
So you're going to tell us.
Yes. So I got into the industry because, I worked at a cigar shop, and then I fell really in love with it. And then I always told the owners of the shop, like, I really want to be a cigar rep. I really want to be a cigar rep. And they're like, well, no one's really looking. And then I was able to, I found a better opportunity, and then I left that shop, and then I saw a brand that was just starting out on Indeed, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to just apply. It wouldn't hurt.
Indeed.
And then I just applied, and that guy was a whole shit show. It basically was a huge scam artist.
Name names, bro. Name names.
Bogani Cigars.
Oh, he did it. I didn't know you were going to do it, man. Fuck those guys.
Okay.
And
Okay,
so-
just lost one future job opportunity.
Bridge burn.
Unless Bugatti would like to sponsor us, then
He's the best guy ever.
And
right.
so I basically, I told the guy, I was like, listen, this guy wanted me to cover the whole U.S., and his cigars was like a cigar that was made in Africa. It was a very tight niche. And I literally was like, okay, you know what? This is going to be an awesome opportunity. The thing is, they only had one cigar and 3 different Vitolas.
And he's hiring a rep already?
Yes.
Ooh.
And he did not even
man.
cover Texas. Like, he did not even. And he's also from Switzerland. So when he flew in,
if he was going to pay you, he's going to pay you.
Oh, that's the hilarious part. Sometimes he did not even pay me.
Dude, you know, if you're that guy, if you've got one cigar with 3
Yeah.
By the way, Vitolas means sizes, right?
Yeah.
Robusto, Toro, Corona. all
Same
that.
cigar, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Same
one
way.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One cigar.
And it was really difficult because there was one time we drove all the, like, so he flew in, it was right near Thanksgiving, and he told me, he was like, hey, I'm going to be in Dallas. Can you pick me up? I was like, yeah, sure, I'll pick you up. Which airport are you at? Oh, I'm at Love Field. Okay, that's about a 30-minute drive for me. Drive all the way to Love Field, pick him up. Couldn't find him, and he said, actually, no, I'm at DFW. So I drive all the way to DFW. And then I pick him up. He was like, okay, so we're going to Odessa. Excuse me, what did you just say? He said, we're going to Odessa tonight. I was like, that's about like a 6-hour drive.
Whoa, is this with no notice?
No, he told me he had a huge way in to get into the shop. This guy's going to buy.
But did you know you were going to Odessa? Or you
No idea that day.
Wow. This is
Okay,
at the
how
end
long
of the
ago
evening.
was that?
This was last year.
Okay, so what do you do? Like, you're driving out to Odessa with your boss. It's like, what do you put on the radio? I mean, it's like you're not. Are you just trying to make small talk with this
Yes.
guy?
You've been on car rides with people like that, haven't you? Where you just gotta survive, bro.
So
Yeah,
you do whatever you can. You survive,
So I
It's a
basically.
shitty car trip.
Oh,
unless you love the guy and he's cool as shit.
Yeah, that's
well, he told me he was going to be.
Yeah.
We were going to probably have over like $20,000 of a sales order. I was like, you know what? I need this. This is going to be an awesome opportunity. He was like, oh, this guy
With one
reached out
cigar.
to us, and I was like, oh, okay, sweet. And I'm literally driving, and I was like, you know what? And I put on my country music while driving, and we were just driving there. And then as soon as we got to the shop, they were closed. And I was like, okay, well, can we get a hotel room? He was like, oh, well, we're just here for one day. I was like, okay, well. He said, how about we'll just sleep in the car and we'll just go there in the morning.
Your boss said to sleep in the car, dude?
Yes.
Fuck, bro.
And
yeah, that's a bad sign right there.
Bro,
Yeah,
if you didn't have red flags before then, man.
I had so many, and I just didn't listen to it.
Okay, but look, anybody can fuck up on the airport, right? Anybody,
Sure.
can, that shit happens.
Yeah.
And then, by
I mean
the way,
Odessa. I mean, if it had been Midland, but you're like Odessa's
and
right
people from
outside of Midland,
well,
like
people
maybe.
from outside of Texas, sometimes they're not thinking, oh, well,
Yeah.
I'll
It's
land at
Odessa.
DFW. Hey,
Yeah.
we're heading to El Paso. Y'all ready? It's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You can't go to
it's
El
like
Paso,
it's same
bro.
state. It's
Yeah.
got to be
And-
2 hours away.
But this is a red flag.
Oh,
Let's just sleep in your car.
So there was so many red flags I was having in the back of
it's
my
like
head. I was
the
like,
handy in the middle of the night.
Bro. How do you think he gets his bonus,
I mean,
bro?
at that point, you're like, okay, this was not the right move.
And so we basically, the next day gets there, and we are just, I'm tired. I
He
was
wouldn't
like,
even do a motel.
No.
Like $24 an hour.
No.
And you know in Odessa
I mean,
there's some
in
fucking
Odessa.
motels.
That's right.
Hourly
Oh,
rate.
yeah.
And,
You know?
For sure.
and so we just, get to the shop.
Especially
and,
on payday.
And then he's just basically...
The first of the
We
month.
get to the shop, the owner says, we get there, we ask for the owner, and the owner's like, oh, I'm actually the owner. Can I help you with anything? He's like,
He hadn't even heard of y'all.
he literally said,
heard of you.
and I said, hey, I'm Brad, and this is Kamal with...
We're here to get a
Bugatti."
$20,000 order. What?
And he basically was like, okay, yeah, let's... I don't know your brand. Yeah, I'll take 15 minutes of my time, and we'll talk.
Yes.
We're talking about the cigars. He smokes it. He's like, I'm not going to lie, but this cigar is completely shit.
Wow.
I don't think this is going to sell in my shop.
Damn, he told you right out the box?
Yes.
My man.
That was a bad week.
And then I was like,
At least
Yeah.
a bad couple of days
Yeah.
so
no.
far.
And I was like, okay. And he's like, are you a broker? Do you sell other brands? I was like, no,
Dude, I don't even sell other cigars.
I said,
man.
this is the only thing I sell. And he was like, oh my God, I feel awful. And then the owner basically of the brand says, hey, I need to go to your restroom. He's like, okay. He's like, so are you guys going to any other shops? I was like, no. He said he had a good way in. He had a good feeling about this shop.
You didn't name $20,000 order.
Oh,
in this
wow.
No. And then I said, he also did mention about $20,000 order.
Shit, man.
And then he was like, I don't even have that fucking money with me.
Bro, do you have any? I've never spent close to 20. Even like my initial Rojas order, getting all that I did. There's $20,000 cigar
That's a
order,
lot.
bro. Dude.
And so the owner of the brand comes back and he said, so what was your edge in on trying to get into the shop? He said, oh, nothing casual. Just one of your employees liked me on Facebook.
Google search.
Wow.
And I was like, did you
One
just...
of your employees liked me on Facebook. $20,000.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt, but this is worth interrupting. Monty Caraway's salsa is so amazing.
It is.
So amazing. It turned Reuben white. Look at him. Look at him over there.
And smaller a little bit.
And somehow it turned Chance black.
Chad even switched over there.
That's some good salsa.
Thank you, Monty.
That's how you know it's good.
How long you had that joke teed up?
Yeah,
How long
I know.
you 3 minutes?
Were you waiting for that one?
As soon as he picked it up, I was like,
You've been sitting on that. Yeah.
So whenever I heard the whole Facebook like, I was like,
Bro.
this guy did not just say a Facebook like.
Wow.
But Holmes, at this point, you've already slept with him in your car, and so yes, and then what's off the table?
That's a long damn day. At what point did you tell yourself this was probably not the right move?
After he owes me about...
Yeah, I know.
when he owes me a lot of money now. So
still?
Yes. He owes me about...
Are we involved in litigation now?
Yeah.
I mean, really?
We
Really?
named names.
And-
You named names.
yeah.
And
You might get sued.
Oh, he's going to be sued first.
Man.
So how much does this dude owe you?
About $25,000.
What?
Hey, I know a place
and
you can
dude,
get
that's
one
litigation.
order. One order that
order.
will cover that, dude.
And so he owes me because... So I also did all his invoices for him. I also reached out to all these podcasts, cigar lounges, to send out stuff. He was like, oh, well, you did not make any sales during the month. I was like, okay, well, I did your invoices for you. I also am doing all your other stuff, your back-end work. He's like, yeah, but I could hire a 5-year-old to do that.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
So you're like, I'm out.
And I was like, okay. And I'm literally just, we get back in the car, and I said, I can't believe you just said a Facebook like, that's why you thought this would be a good idea. He's like, well, also, could you drop me off back at the airport?
Oh, my gosh.
I was like, what airport are you going to? He's like, oh, I'm going to Odessa's airport. I was like,
you get to drive back by yourself.
Wow.
Yes.
Which is, preferable.
Hey,
So-
probably.
Dude, definitely at
So
this
he
point.
actually saw that the Odessa plane was actually going back to Dallas. So he's like, oh, I'd rather save money. Let me go all the way back to Dallas with you. And I'm tearing him a brand new
crazy.
one while I'm driving. And I was like, and I was not making any money. So I was like, you know what? I need to work at a shop. And while I was working at a shop, that's where I met my
Going
boss
back to
now.
a shop. Back
Yes,
to a shop.
Back to a shop, a whole different shop. And I met the owner who I'm with now. And me and him just got along like PB&J.
Dean's cool as shit, man.
Like,
Yeah. What shop?
Badass.
So I worked at a shop called the Good Cigar, and me and him just like we got along. We had like all similar stories. Like he was a police officer, and
We're talking about Dean, right?
Yes.
So Dean's the owner of Epic, not the cigar.
No.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
That's one. Yeah.
So this cigar.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Okay.
that cigar got a 91 on Cigar Aficionado.
Yeah.
It's a nice tasting cigar.
Now Dean's a Canuck, you know. I mean, he is a Canadian.
A little weird.
Well, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But he's a black Canadian. So
He's a
boom,
black-
That's
right
a
back.
little weird
So
too.
he
This can't be a
No,
Canadian.
it ain't, man. He's fucking G, dude.
Are there a lot of black
He just
Canadians?
can't be a Canadian?
I mean,
Yeah, why is it
I'm
gotta be
looking
a
at
black?
you, Ruben.
Why is it gotta be a black
I don't
Canadian?
know.
Let me-
I
hold on.
thought
I've
you
been
had
to
all
Canada
that.
twice, and I'm good.
Let me pull up a picture of him. He's so down to earth. Like whenever
And he's fucking yoked.
he works
He's
out.
jacked, yeah.
He works
Oh,
out
yeah.
4 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
And like I remember, I was talking to him.
Oh,
He
my
said,
gosh.
"So did you go to the gym today, Brad?" I was like, "No." He was like, "Pussy."
Yeah, dude.
I was like, what?
Exactly.
So he's like Barry. Did I say that?
Big Barry.
Big Barry?
He's not that big.
seen that
Okay.
the lower end of it? Oh, that Barry.
Yeah.
I think that's 1 in a million.
So that's. So this is what my boss looks like.
He's working yoked.
I mean, we're looking at other dudes, like other sexy dudes on
Well, we started off with a
Instagram.
stripper.
No, I was fixing
Yeah,
to say,
that's true. I mean,
You sure that's not somebody from that Vegas club you went to see that?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
hey, don't get me wrong. I love gay. I love gay.
I saw
I
the,
just
the folder on his phone.
we're
that was
talking
under
about a lot of
favorites.
dudes.
Yeah,
That's under favorites on the phone, man.
Shush, my fiance doesn't need to know about that.
Hey, by the way, congratulations. So, gentlemen, Brad is newly engaged.
Actually, no. I proposed on New Year's Eve of last year.
And she just accepted
Today.
on
Today.
October.
It was.
Yeah.
Me and her have been dating for over 5 years, and we've been happy, and we've had our ups, and we had our downs, but that's in every relationship.
I mean, 5 years, you might as well tie the knot.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Let's do it. When's the wedding?
March 22nd of 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. Right
Okay.
on, man.
It's coming up.
Cheers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Cheers to the
Any
future
advice?
Mrs. McGaw.
Any advice y'all married folk have for them?
Yes.
Because you've been married a really long time,
26.
the most.
Yes, I believe.
Yeah, I'm
So-
up on 24.
Well, so I've had young people ask that at the Chief. So I think
Yeah.
first you got to get off the ground with your values. Your values
Oh,
have
yeah,
to
it's
align
hardcore, man.
with your future spouse.
Does
you can't
20
wait until later to say.
Okay, good job waiting until you're 28, by the way, because you're already more mature than I was.
Shit, I was 19.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, 21.
I mean,
Are we supposed to say that?
no.
Oh.
So when I got married at night, so like I said, I tell these young people,
Yeah.
your values got to align first of all. So you have to know, how do I derive what is right and wrong, which is essentially your religious views, right? It taps into that. So where do you derive what's right and wrong? If you agree on that, because that's politics.
when do you get this?
Pardon
When
me?
do you get this, like, part of you?
What do you mean?
Like, knowing what's right and wrong.
Oh, well, to yourself?
Yeah.
Well, that's a
Like the
different,
value
that's a journey.
system.
That's a journey, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least where you are in the moment.
Okay.
Right now, I
Okay.
believe there is an objective set of right and wrong, but I'm talking about.
Sure.
At least in
Yeah.
your relationship, you got to have your values aligned. But then after that,
Okay, so the two,
Yeah.
the male and female
So
yes
have to have their
Dude.
values aligned.
Okay, because then
Okay.
if you don't, then you've got a hardcore theist and a hardcore atheist. You got
Yeah,
a hardcore
that's-
Republican and a added Democrat.
That's
You're unequally
adding
yoked.
hurdles.
Well,
You
Yeah.
can't do it, man.
So we learned a lot about each other during COVID.
Okay.
Like,
As did
because-
we all.
And yeah,
Right?
Because COVID was
Seriously.
fucking stupid.
it really was. So
Yeah.
we were in a small town in Arkansas while it happened.
Okay, Arkansas was a little stupid, wasn't it?
Bill Clinton?
I have sexual relations with that woman.
Well, Nancy.
Yeah.
So, but the other advice,
Yeah.
so that you get your values aligned, and then after that, it's repent and forgive.
Yes.
That's it. I mean,
And-
it's super. 26 years. Repent when you're wrong. Forgive whenever you've been wronged, and everything else will work itself out.
Yeah, that's
and
totally
having a
right.
match and having a good sense of humor with each other.
Yeah, that's
your
totally
sense
right.
of humor got to align, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like 23 years in, I think that's correct.
What'd
repent
you say, Chance?
and forgive.
He said something about diving.
I don't muff. I think he's what?
What?
Did you say muff, dude?
Muff diving. Yeah.
Muff diving. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
It's fake news.
Yeah, whenever I told her I really wanted to be a cigar rep, she's like, well, how committed are you?
Wait. You told your fiance
Yeah.
you wanted to be her cigar rep?
No, I wanted to be a cigar rep.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you wanted to be her cigar rep. I was like, damn.
That is what he said.
Okay.
Because I know so many other cigar reps, and some of them are single, some of them are married, but a lot of them are like older.
Was she
and-
with you? Were you with her whenever you were sleeping in the car in Odessa with your boss? You were then,
Yes.
right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And
5.
she
A cigar rep, but not for that guy.
You know, you could have said that different. You could have said sleeping with your boss in a car.
There's no other way to
Odessa,
do it.
And it's
By the way, how
it's
was
still,
that? What was the sleeping arrangement though?
Yeah, what kind of car was it?
Well, let's. Did you go full recliner, driver, passenger? Did you go front, back?
Did you let the seats down and spoon each other?
Yeah,
I mean, what's going on?
Are we talking like front to back seat?
Bro, he's got an SUV. He laid the seats down in the back.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Come on, bro.
No, I had the bench seat, and then I had the other seat like with a truck. So I slept in the very front, and he slept in the back.
Can I say that?
Did you do the windows all fogged up scene in Titanic where your hand came down?
He's writing 69 on the window.
Yeah, right.
I gotta say though, for real, like I've been before I opened the Chief. I was in sales for 21 years. I've known like small like copy printer salespeople, like raw stuff. I've never heard of a boss, an owner of a company, saying "Let's sleep in your car tonight, and then we'll visit the shop." In the
This guy
morning."
was super cheap. Like he wanted.
Sounds like it.
He understatement of the year, dude. That is insane, bro.
Yeah, that's nobody I want.
Oh my God!
Oh, yeah.
I thought somebody had. Did you have a hold of it?
I thought you were just gonna.
Hell, I forgot what I was gonna say.
God
Now people get
almighty.
nervous.
Keep everybody on their toes.
Jeez.
Surprise attack, bitch!
Chance is dying to check all the electronics and make sure everything is
Yeah.
right.
I
You
know.
what I'm saying?
Flip
It's
through
good.
there. Flip through there.
Now I had to keep.
No,
rolling
you're
my-
I gotta
good.
keep doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hand me the light?
I think I'm interviewing here. I feel like
And
it.
so
I don't even know what's going on over there, Ruben. Don't even know what's going on over there.
I'm just here.
It's like a drone dropped a bomb,
Chance was
bro.
like, Ruben, come
Hey,
sit
no
here. I'm
shit.
like, oh,
But-
okay.
Yeah, we do have the door open. The drone might have flown
Drone
in.
flew in. They've been spotted in Wise County, right?
It has
I
been.
think-
Wasn't that one of the videos?
Yeah.
It was a local Wise County, and I think it was airplanes lined up to go to DFW.
Bro, it's not airplanes,
No.
dude. You
I
saw his cock, man.
No,
It
come
was a-
over here. No, come over here and get that video I sent you. You'll see it in broad daylight.
Is his name Barney? What was his name?
Barney 5.
No.
The video. Are you talking about
Barry.
They have
Barry.
improvement. Yeah, he
Oh God.
can't
Oh,
see it
well.
yet.
So the conspiracy is it's Walmart's activating and releasing all their
Well, they are doing
delivery
that.
drones.
Yeah.
Hey,
they
you know
are.
what? You know
I know
what?
people who have gotten deliveries.
I like that. I don't know that I.
Well, the video that I have that we can't play is it's you can actually see it.
Yeah,
It's Walmart.
Yeah, it's Walmart.
So would you
Yeah.
do it?
But the New Jersey thing, that's not Walmart.
Why not?
why not?
There's
They don't
Walmarts
have
in New
Walmarts
Jersey,
in New
bro.
Jersey?
Because they don't
How
up
many
to it.
markets do you have to do when you do a test market like that? All you need is just a few. You know?
They didn't own up to the one that got
So-
caught on video.
Why
Just
don't they
somebody
tell
caught it on
people that,
video.
though? That's the thing. It's like,
And it's at a Walmart.
We can't
Yeah,
say
but-
what they are. They're not dangerous. But
This is like
Well-
armies of drones.
So would you
Yes.
have a drone
From the-
deliver
from the
stuff
mothership.
to the chief?
Hell yeah.
Would I?
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
Fucking A, dude.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Apparently, it is
or-
pretty awesome. Like,
or-
these drones just fly
Or
in and
think
they drop it
about
off
they
at your
having,
front.
Like, cigar
I export-
delivery with drones.
Of all the future
yeah.
apocalyptic
Yeah.
technology, it's one that I accept.
Yeah, but how many
Yeah.
rednecks are going to be capping 12 gauges in that, just stealing the cigars, though?
And, and you up here on the hill,
Yeah.
right? You go to the Goat Hill, right? You know what I'm saying?
What's the Goat Hill? What's
Well,
this Goat Hill?
and you think that's funny, but they do use that hill for coordinates because I mean we get the care flight comes and
That's got to be one of the higher elevations. It is, right?
They come by here all the time.
Because you got the Trinity right there, so
Yeah.
that's it.
That's
Okay,
fucking Wise County Mountain, bro.
it is.
right.
That's why I was
right.
wondering what it is.
We're gonna ski this winter.
It may be higher elevation than the Chief. We need to like get up there
Could
and.
be.
Shoot a
We'll see
laser.
who has a further western
But that's not
view.
this New Jersey thing. The New
No,
Jersey
I don't
thing
think
is
it
like
is. That's
armies of drones.
It's from Iran, they say.
Well, that's
okay.
another one.
So
Okay.
they said this, but then the DOD got on like 20 minutes later and was like, "This is not this. There is no Iranian mothership."
Yeah, but who said that?
The DOD,
If you
Department of Defense.
Okay, if you
I don't trust any of them.
Wait.
I don't.
If you were the DOD, ain't that something that you would come out to say? Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I'd say it's aliens and all the other bullshit.
I just don't believe Iran can get a ship of drones on the East Coast.
Bro,
Like
how
a
hard
mothership?
would it- how hard would it be if we're just being honest to send a
I
bunch of
couldn't
drones
float a schooner
with
out there.
pre-programmed all that shit and send them in packages on a big ass freighter?
Yeah, just
How
to fly
easy
them
would that
around
be?
a little bit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Do you remember-
But it doesn't
do you
seem
remember
like an
where the-
effective.
Label as it a Toys R Us order.
I can't
you
tell
know?
you what I'd be doing if I were Iran, but it'd have something to do with dirty bombs and
Yeah, but
like
do-
terrorists.
You just Iran
Yeah.
away.
Do you remember we're the country that let an entire Chinese balloon float
Keep your day job.
yeah,
brother.
we did do that.
3/4 across our? Yeah.
Only because we wanted it to fly across our country.
Well, maybe that's why I said if you were the DOD guy, wouldn't you tell everybody? Oh, don't worry about
Yeah,
those.
I would.
Yeah.
Or just Iran away.
Wow, that was
Or maybe-
that
or
was
maybe
a
I-
Laffy Taffy joke.
Or
if I
maybe
ever
I
heard one.
ran away.
Hey,
Hey, that was a good one.
we've been waiting on that.
How
One.
you been?
Sorry.
That drum set sounds so good.
Once I saw the
It
drum
sounds
set,
so
I
good.
kind of needed to give some kind of pun.
I don't
So-
know. It's weird. It's weird.
It is weird. It is
Like
weird.
uneventful drones just
Well-
flying over American territory.
Honestly, that Walmart, that's a conspiracy that I could
So-
jump onto. I'm
Right.
63% right now.
I know, right?
Just with hearing it.
Yeah.
Right? They're doing
That
a
is
test
Walmart.
run. Yeah.
Yeah.
Test run
Or
on them.
some kind of
Okay.
capitalist enterprise.
Yeah. Test run on them at night.
But they would probably own up. I mean,
Or
Well-
would they? Maybe it didn't work out very well.
See, that's the thing. You see how the people react just sending drones unannounced, right?
yeah.
Of course, people are freaking the fuck out because we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not a good move.
Nah.
Now I'm back to like 42%.
I know. And having drones fly all over your territory, just kind of mapping it, like how many CCTVs
Well, okay,
are all
that's-
of a sudden in the air now?
But that's a good question. So are they doing it to actually gain information, or are they just seeing in the sense of data from coordinates, or are they doing it just to see how we react to
Yeah,
a bunch
but-
of drones
Yeah.
doing their thing?
But do you know how easy it is to fly over our towns and then pick up all your information from your cell phones
Yes.
with a
So-
drone?
Okay, that's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
easy is
it's valid.
So
Pretty easy.
there actually is drone delivery, like food delivery,
Yeah.
where I live. And it's kind of funny. It's like free delivery and everything, but
In the city, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're close enough to the Amazon store.
it's
Either
but-
way, if you're in the city,
Yeah.
if you got to go in
Dude.
over any rural area,
Well, that's because there's
So you think
rednecks
those
with
drones could be
shotguns.
hijacked?
well, no, we have tracers.
Oh, you got the.
You got rednecks out there like
Yeah.
we saw.
I'm just saying, if we wanted to capture a drone,
Oh, to actually capture it?
yeah, you think they can be like hijacked? You can
Oh,
go in
yeah.
there and
Oh, yeah.
make
That's-
them your
wait,
drone?
No. Wait, you're talking about two totally different groups. You're talking about the technology people that can hack it. That's the city folk.
Yep.
I'm
Yes.
talking about tracers
We're just
and
going to
an
shoot
AR.
it down.
That's a whole different thing, dude.
Yeah, the difference between them is they're gonna get their signals and Wi-Fi's and phones and computers and actual intercept it and control it. We're gonna shoot it.
Yes.
Once we get it, we're gonna make it better.
Yes.
Weld some metal onto it, make it bulletproof, and send it back out.
We're going to call the
Yeah.
city guys to come in and fix the bullets
these
that
are-
we put in.
That's right.
I mean, these are not
Pre-programmed.
your little drones. These are like,
no,
big
they
as
were
fuck.
big, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we saw how big it was.
Yeah, we
It was
did.
at least 18 inches, right?
At least.
That's average.
Y'all talking about Barry again?
Barry, yeah. It's always Barry. It always comes back to Barry. But we've been going down some rabbit holes.
Yeah,
so I'm going
you have.
to bring it back in. Okay, I'm going to bring it back in. Let's talk Tupperware.
Oh,
I love this stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
Have we got everything from Brad? Like,
Well, we'll continue on with the cigar
Yeah, we're going.
stories, but
so okay, so you want
it's more about him.
So this is a funny story about Tubberware. So
I didn't even know there was a story about Tupperware.
yeah, this is gonna blow your mind.
Okay, wait a minute.
Damn.
How do you not love
Okay.
Tupperware?
No,
No, I
this
said-
is gonna just like you're gonna say, wait, what the fuck?
Okay, everybody shut up.
So
Wait, shh, wait. Say it again.
Tupperware.
Say it again.
Tupperware.
Slow it down.
Tupperware.
Don't do that.
No, it's Tupperware.
There's an L.
No,
an L.
You said
Tupperware.
You said
Yeah.
Tupperware.
Tupperware.
Is it not?
Tupperware.
Yeah, Tupperware.
Is it not tub?
No,
Tupperware?
no, it's not. It's not.
Shut. Is it library?
Never was it.
Library.
It's Tupperware.
It's tup. You sure it's not tub?
All right, I want to hear this for
Okay.
real. Yeah.
So there's a. Does everyone know the story of a woman trading a paperclip all the way up to a house?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
It's a cool story.
Yeah. So
Maybe not a woman. I heard it was a man, but whatever. You know.
You never know nowadays.
Yeah.
So whenever I read that article and I was like, you know what? I'm going to give that a try in Texas. But I'm going to do a Tubberware of dirt.
Tubberware.
Yeah, he did
I heard the
it.
B.
He did it. I did.
Was that
Tupperware.
Tubberware?
Fucking did it, dude.
I heard it.
And
Tubberware.
Hang on, can we? What do you call it? Do you call it Tupperware?
Tubberware.
It's Tupperware.
It's Tupperware.
It's a P, bro.
I thought it was always Tubberware.
It's a tub, yes. They're tubs of varying sizes, but it is Tupperware.
Okay, Tupperware.
My man.
How do
Not
you
Tupperware,
say
Tupperware.
Tupper. I can't say anything.
You
I've been
spell
saying
it like
Tupperware.
that. Heath, you actually spelled something right, dude.
I didn't say how you spell it.
Yeah, but that's it.
How do you say Tupperware?
Bro, it's
The pronunciation.
T-U-P-P. Look at it. That's
All right,
P's,
all right,
bro.
Or is it just Rubbermaid?
No, that's
Ooh,
different.
all right, y'all shut up.
Yeah,
Y'all shut up.
Rubbermaid.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh,
Yep.
Tupperware.
Tupperware.
All right. So anyway, your Tupperware.
okay.
Tupperware.
So
Tupperware.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
trying to hear the P.
It's the P.
Tupperware.
I hear it.
Tupperware.
Bro, it whispered it.
Yeah, because it says T-U-H,
It's like
Purr.
that. Tua.
where.
Yeah, Hawk Pua.
Yep, Tupperware.
All right.
Okay, so
What's a Tupperware store that will
Yes.
knock our dicks in the dirt?
So I decided to fill the thing up with dirt, and I went on Facebook Marketplace and just put out like a mass post that I was going to try to trade it all the way up to a brand new truck.
So you did one of these?
Yes.
Wow.
And so I traded that Tubberware of dirt all the way up to a disc golf set.
No shit.
And then I traded that disc golf set, like the person who messaged me about the disc
Yeah, but
golf
disc
set.
golfers are high, so was that like one trade? I mean, so I'll give you my kit for that, man.
Man, dude.
And,
Fuck.
and I was
Froth,
like, oh,
bro.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And
No offense to my disc
So
golf
then I
friends.
traded
Froth.
Then I
hate
traded that
that.
all the way up to a pair of golf clubs.
Look at you,
And
man.
then I traded,
Wait. A tub of dirt
yes,
to full set golf clubs with
Yes.
the bag.
yes.
Is that where it ended? Or did
No,
you... Where are the golf clubs? Let's keep this thing going,
that's what
dude.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, sorry. dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Golf
And
clubs.
so,
Yeah.
My dick's already in the dirt. That's why I thought it was the end of the
I'm
story.
impressed already.
and so I traded that golf clubs for a Bluetooth speaker.
Okay.
Like it was a nice Bluetooth speaker.
That's a downgrade.
And
Like
then-
JBL, it's downgrade.
Yeah, it was
So
JBL.
it was like a set of Wilson golf clubs or something? What kind of speaker would you trade a brand new
and-
set of golf clubs for?
And then I was like, okay. And then someone was like, you know what? I'll take that Bluetooth speaker. I'll give you a treadmill.
Oh.
Well, but
And-
that's a clothes rack. I mean,
Yeah.
you can get a...
And so I got a treadmill, and I was like, okay, what's next? So I got actually a drone from it.
What?
Full circle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Full
And
circle.
then I traded that drone for a gaming computer. And then that gaming computer.
Seriously.
A legit, like,
Yeah.
badass.
So you got up to like the $1,000, $2,000 range.
Well, wait, we're not done yet. Your dick's in the dirt, too. Just
Wow.
wait. It's going further.
It's
dude.
impressive.
And then I traded that gaming computer for a mini bike. And I was like, oh, shit, this is awesome. And it worked and everything. And then someone says, oh, you know what? I'll trade you my mini bike for this three-wheeler. Oh, shit. Okay.
Wow.
Old school three-wheeler?
Yes.
So your
Dude.
vehicle status at that point.
Yeah.
A Tupperware of dirt to a three-wheeler, but we're not done, are we?
Just one more.
Holy shit.
And I went...
You didn't stop at a three-wheeler, though.
So
I'd have stopped.
I should have, but then I got
Stop till you died.
and-
Yeah.
Right? They're not that dangerous.
no-
That's fake news.
It's
That's
fake
Nancy,
news?
That's Nancy
The
Reagan,
thing-
bro. Don't worry
Okay.
about
The
that.
thing is,
Drugs are
no
bad.
one was wanting that three-wheeler, and it was really making me mad.
Yep.
They're death traps,
Yeah.
dude. But they're
And,
fun.
and then I got a generator from it. Mm-hmm. And I traded that, and I was like, I asked so many people, like I saw used cars that were like $2,000, and I was like, hey, I'll trade you my generator for your car.
Nothing.
No one was biting. No one wanted this generator.
So you had a setback.
That was the end of the road, bro.
So can you trade that can you like start back over, trade the generator for a gaming system?
For a
just
Tupperware
like
dirt.
boom.
Generator, Tupperware dirt, and just go right
keep
back
going.
to the yeah.
It made me so mad because no one was wanting it. No one was wanting this.
So what'd you do with the 3-wheeler?
No, the generator.
No, the generator.
Yeah.
He's
So
got
I dropped it off on the middle of the side road.
Oh.
No.
Brad.
So in the end, it was worth
was a
no more
bucket of
than
dirt.
And it
A
made,
Tubberware of dirt.
wow.
And technically, you got screwed out of the whole deal because you had to buy said Tupperware.
about
And you had
that.
to, and manual labor.
Actually,
Yeah.
no, I actually got it from a restaurant. It was a to-go Tubberware.
Yeah, but if you're like my grandpa, where he always calculates in labor, my grandpa
Oh,
always
yeah.
calculates in labor. Well, the amount of money I saved, I've spent 8 hours of labor. You know what I'm talking about, them old dudes?
You still spent the money.
You still spent the money.
It made me so mad whenever.
You know, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, them motherfuckers.
Whenever I just dropped it off at the middle of nowhere, that's when we had the ice storm. And then so many people were blowing up my phone like, hey, I'll take that generator, I'll trade you this. And I was like,
man.
Did you hit back
Timing.
you should have hit back the 3-wheeler guy and be like, hey,
Oh,
man,
I should have.
Man,
Or why didn't
3-wheeler?
you just take said generator to the pawn shop and pawn it for $25?
He set it on Goat Hill and just sacrificed it to the gods, man.
Just
Yeah.
say, I'm done.
and
Dude.
I really
I mean, when
wish
you're
I said
done,
that.
you're done.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're just like,
Yeah, and by
I'm
the way,
fucking done.
So in the country, like y'all know, whenever any storm comes through, at least at my house,
Yep.
that generator, money.
Yep.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought, oh, man, getting this generator, I'm literally put it on a Facebook group.
No. Well, even if you would have kept it, you tie it in to your house. How often do you have power failures?
I live in an apartment.
Oh,
Can't do that.
So
Yeah.
I couldn't even.
I mean, World War III happens, the drones come, it could happen.
He already traded the drone.
Yeah,
though,
he
man.
traded the drone.
The drone's gone,
But-
dude. He's got nothing to combat him with.
And I've thought about
Man.
getting it, starting it all over again. Just
Brad,
to see-
you need to do. That's exactly.
You totally need to do
you
that.
need to do. Please, dude.
Except
Okay.
this time,
And we'll
do a-
follow
do
your
a-
Pack
journey.
of cigars.
Yeah, a
You
Tupperware
gotta
full of
start.
cigars.
No, fuck
Yeah.
that. No,
No.
dude.
No.
Bucket of dirt.
Bucket of dirt.
Yeah, man. Or like a tissue,
Okay.
a tissue that you claim Kristen Wiig, like wiped her eyes with. Throw it out there.
Okay.
I got a pack of pencils right now. I'll give you for your bucket of dirt.
Okay. Sounds like a deal.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Tupperware.
Man, I wish you would have stopped with the 3-wheeler.
Oh.
And you could have brought it out here on the trailer, rode it up to Goat Hill.
I wouldn't have ridden it.
Stood
Those things
naked
are
in the sun.
dangerous.
Flipped over backwards.
You know what I'm saying? Did y'all have 3-wheelers growing up?
I knew people that did.
So I got a scar that right down here where I jumped the back of my mom's '78 Buick on a 250 3-wheeler at 8 years old. It came down. You can't see it, but I got a scar on my tongue.
Really?
Yeah, I bit through my tongue.
Wow.
But I still don't knock the 3-wheeler because I never rolled it.
Did you go to the hospital?
Hell, oh yeah, I did. And they gave me dissolvable stitches.
Yeah.
In my
They had
tongue.
to suture your
I was-
tongue back together.
They were out before I got home.
Wow. You could have been snake mouth.
What is that?
Like snake tongue, like split.
Split.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a cut. It was just a bite. Yeah. But 3-wheelers were the shit, though, man. Man, you could
Yeah.
do some gnarly.
Whoever
ass
thought
donuts.
that was a good idea, though? I mean, it was like lawn darts.
Yeah.
I mean, who in their right mind would say, like, okay, we should just let
Give
people.
these
Yeah.
sharp objects to a bunch of kids and tell them to throw it at each other's feet.
Yes.
I only had 2 leftover lawn darts, but I had a full croquet set. Never knew anything about how to play. Did anyone know how to actually play croquet?
Nope.
No.
Yes.
Did you?
No.
Yes, I learned it, and when I
You
was
hit a ball
in
through a little
middle school.
metal ring thingy.
Nope.
Well, yeah, we didn't know.
So we had to hold it a certain way, and when I was in middle school, for basically.
you go to
when I
private
was-
school?
No,
Okay.
Like you actually
Wait a minute. I forgot.
class?
We got Ruben. We got Ruben here.
No,
and he's from Chad. You might not know what lawn darts are. So I'm gonna say something.
I heard croquet. I don't.
Well, lawn darts for you. It's going to be.
Is croquet the national sport of Chad?
No.
No,
Chad.
Listen,
your fellow Chad. You should know that.
Lawn darts for Ruben is they just have bow and arrow and shooting arrows at you.
You know, it kind of makes me think.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
concept?
Yeah, you literally
we'd win that all the time, though.
darts at you. Yeah.
Makes me think of grown-ups when they shoot it up there.
Oh yeah.
Did y'all cover this with Rubles?
No.
The national sport of Chad? Like, you did,
It's
right?
football.
Football.
Yeah,
soccer.
soccer.
Still
Like,
big, right?
Yeah, you American
Because what
soccer.
what do you need to play it in the village? A ball.
Anything-
A foot?
A ball and a foot.
Yeah, everyone needs a foot.
I mean, really?
Just socks. Some people put socks around, wrap around, and that's it.
Make your own football.
And make your own
and get it.
football.
Wow.
You know, use tennis balls, whatever's round, and sometimes whatever's not round.
Dude,
as long as it can
you
be passed and moved around.
you could totally roll up a ball of duct tape and put a sock on it.
Anything.
And
Yes,
they
you
would
could.
work,
Oh, yeah.
It would work perfectly.
You would.
Heck yeah.
That's why the American
Yeah.
football
Here-
with its oblong shape fucks everything up.
Hear me
you know?
out. I try to
That's
do that
that's
with,
Emma's butt plug
Tupperware.
also that we
Tubberware?
learned last podcast.
The smidgen.
Tupperware.
Symbian.
Simeon.
We talking about that again?
Dude.
No.
Ruben, you know what that is?
The what?
Oh, don't bring
Sibian.
Ruben
No,
into this.
don't bring.
He's too
He's,
pure.
yeah, he's pure,
Y'all
man.
just pulled him in
He's
all
from the
different
he's from the
directions.
motherland, dude. You can't.
I don't even know where y'all at, but I'm following along.
Oh man.
Nah, he's
Chance,
not-
what you
look
did
it
to
up.
me, man? You
Look
did
it
this
up
on
tonight.
purpose, didn't you?
He's not. He's not ready for that.
Okay, Ruben, when you're at home,
When you're at
alone,
home,
Yeah.
look this up.
Don't Google it.
SYBIAN.
All right, Ruben, I'm going to tell you.
It's in my.
I sit on the
SYBIAN.
I sat on the couch the last time.
Yeah.
The casting
For
couch,
at least
by the way.
15 to 23 minutes.
Yeah.
Epstein approved. Weinstein approved.
That's what
I
I'm
sat
saying.
over there while they were
Jeez.
going through the Sibian. I had to dial out the whole time because, man, yeah.
Dial out.
Okay, I'll
Dial
do
out.
pretty
my-
dark.
I'll do my
Man.
research.
It's pretty dark.
Don't
Do
let
your
the chief.
research.
Don't let the chief lie
Yeah.
to you.
So
That's when he got up and came over here.
It is. It is.
If you get home and you're like, okay, I can't remember what he said, just text me.
so-
I know, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so,
I got
so,
Yeah, Duke's got Doc's got it pulled up.
so
on his
Ruben,
page.
do you know what 2 girls and 1 cup is?
Don't do that either.
I've never ever seen
Bro,
this.
No.
I haven't either. Thank God.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so cigars.
What was cigars?
Moving on to
We're
cigars.
Tupperware and cigars
Yeah.
somewhere along.
Let's get back to the.
You know, I'm trying to interview
Cigars.
here, man. Y'all.
So you work for Epic. Yeah,
So-
sorry about that, Ruben.
So I work for
Right.
a brand called Epic
Yes.
and Nat Seco and Xander Gregg.
Those are all 3
give him a hand,
cigar
guys. Come on.
lines.
What?
See, this
Those
is
are
why.
all-
This is why I need to
all
cigar
different,
lines. Okay,
all
yeah.
different brands.
When I do this, you go with it.
And Chief has one of those up there.
No, I've got. So for my boy Brad, I get the Epic Maduro, the Epic Corojo, soon to be the Epic Habano that I just chiefed down to the bud, and then I get the Nat Seco Liga number 9.
The anniversary 1965.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I've had that.
That smokes like a Padron, just half the price.
Oh, nice.
And so because there are certain manufacturers I'm not set up direct with because they're facing requirements or maybe they won't even return my call, right?
Right.
So the Xander Gregg side that Brad does, that's where I get my mi padre, my father, Perdomo, LFD,
Yeah.
because LFD is not easy to deal with.
What does
right?
LFD stand for?
La Flor
Flor
Dominicana.
Dominicana.
So great.
Okay,
they got
it's
some
all
good
sounding
sticks.
very Catholic to me. I don't know why. Yeah.
All right. So, but yes, so that's so I work with him on those, and we're constantly expanding the Epic line, at least at the Chief. The Nat Seeker, those it's Liga number 9, right?
It's anniversary 1965.
I keep saying that. I'm sorry, dude.
It's all good. No,
but the Liga's in there though.
yes. So that's the lot, basically.
Oh my bad. That's why they can use that word, right?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. Good thing our tour.
Are you really using a torch to light your
Bro,
pipe?
he did it, dude. He did
Yeah.
it. That's actually Coco's pipe.
Yeah.
But yes.
I'm sorry,
It's
but
rude.
that just.
I know, dude.
I'm a pipe smoker, and that
And that
offends me.
offended you, yes, it did. Dude, I've got a Zippo, bro. Don't do that again.
Please don't.
Everybody's so scared about the pipe.
Yeah.
I tell you, they are, man.
Yeah.
So,
There's
But-
scorpions in that pipe.
I'm used to smoking corn cobs, so I treat them like shit.
oh,
fair enough.
Ruben has
Nah,
said the
my
best.
man. Ruben's got it.
Looky there.
Yeah.
But-
Wow.
No,
It's out here, brother.
Thank you, sir.
it's, I I'm very thankful for Chad for that. And like he basically, one of the things that I appreciate so much every time I go there, like if he doesn't like something, he will full on tell me this is not good.
And fortunately, you carry more than one line and one Vitola,
Exactly.
and 3 Vitolas. You know what I'm saying? But well. But the good thing is, though, so Brad and I have had a good relationship.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Good talk. Yeah.
Man, with a drink of whiskey.
Yeah. Good talk there.
You're not
We're not sleeping in the
sleeping
same
cars
bed.
together, right? No
So
cars.
I think you're trying to say
involved
is
with
you
this.
have a good relationship with him.
In the humidor. In the humidor.
Friendship.
Look, we pre-game.
Pre-gramed.
Bro.
All right, go sit on the
all right,
couch.
Chance, come on, baby.
Go sit on the couch. Just sit over there and golf clap.
That was good, though. No. So Brad came in, and I needed the distributor so that I could fill in some gaps because I have guys and Rocky. I get Rocky.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So and I've got no problem with Gordon, who's the Rocky rep. But they have requirements. So when you have a humidor like I have, 12 by 12 by 12, right, minus the angle of the dangle.
Yeah.
Of my door, right?
Yeah. That didn't count.
Yeah, I did. So, I have to select very, and a lot of these manufacturers require minimum facings. So each box of cigars is a facing, right? Whether it's a box or whether it's
So it's like grocery store rules.
Yes.
Literally.
Exactly. And so I remember there was a time I was actually at the Chief, and I was like, "Hey, Chad, I'm gonna go get food." He was like, "Oh, can you give me some Panda?" And so whenever I was there, 4 reps came in that day, and I was just there to hang out. And
that was a wild day.
Oh,
dude.
it was.
That was wild, man.
And I basically come back and I'm eating my Panda Express, and then one of the things Chad basically says to the rep, he was like, you kind of need to be like my man Epic Brad over here, and with the brand, the logo that's more appealing, and also not have something that's have so many minimums.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, I hope he did not just say that.
Hell the fuck yeah, I said it.
Well, it also kind of scares me at times because some of these reps are very two-faced.
Oh,
I mean, it sells.
Really? Hey,
Yeah.
It sells.
So what you're saying is sometimes a rep may come on a podcast and totally bash a different. Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah,
Because there's one brand.
Hey, this is new news. He's never told me this.
Oh.
And we know each other fairly well.
Yeah.
Do you know each other? Sleep in my car road trip. Well,
Keep going.
Yeah.
But no, it just. There's one brand that literally he
Name
was
names.
talking like he did not even
do
know
it.
I was the rep for Epic, Nat Seeker, and Xander Gregg, but he was literally saying, "Oh man, this rep is probably sleeping with the owners' wives and saying all these shits." And I was
Whoa,
like,
talking about me?
No.
Oh,
no.
man, I
This is
thought
a
the
brand
freak
that
the fuck
not that
out.
many people
Yeah, I know,
know.
right? It's like, who
And-
is this?
No,
Tossing
no.
the cigars
He's
out
not gonna
tonight.
do it.
I can't say it
He
with this
can't do
brand
it.
because this
Okay.
brand is very established.
I have some guesses. We'll talk after.
Yeah.
And it literally has, like, I was at a shop while he was saying this, and the owner literally of that shop looks at him like saying, "Are you really just saying this?"
So how many shops do you get to call on in a week?
So I visit about. There's over 106 in Dallas Fort Worth, and
Wow.
Whoa, is that right?
yes,
106 lounges.
yes,
Damn.
Wow.
In DFW.
yes, and I'm about
That's
Shocked like that.
I am
Yeah.
shocked. And I own one of these 100.
Yeah.
yes,
Sans 100. That's a lot.
and I'm
bro.
in about 60 of them.
My
Wow.
man.
And some of these shops, like I've,
yeah.
That's more than a golf clap.
yeah.
That's my boy.
Over 50%.
That's my boy.
and,
Right.
and that's one of the
Luke
things
Gehrig ain't
I've-
got shit on that.
I like whenever I go
Yeah.
to some of these shops and I'm see that like, hey, I do see that you do actually have this brand and we actually partnered with them, or we actually have a like we don't offer any kind of
It's good.
minimums, and so many of them are like, really, you don't have any minimums? Yeah. And it makes a lot of people say, okay, we'll just give you a try. We'll bring in 2 boxes, or we'll bring in just 1 box.
And Brad is grateful, and he says, man, I appreciate that.
Yep.
I'll get it. And then he gets it taken care of, and he'll send bags. He'll send matches. He sends a little swag. and that's you, and I know that's
Whoa.
you.
By swag.
Well,
no, wait, not swag.
Yeah, swag.
Yes.
Swag.
He'll tell
Yeah.
he'll tell the distribution center, hey, when you send this order, go ahead and send them
matches,
Okay.
send them shirts. Like
Yeah.
the next order, Chad, I'm actually going to be sending in shirts.
2X.
fucking
Just saying.
shirts.
Okay.
Just saying 2X. Just saying.
Do you want one that has
Yes.
red Epic, or do you want gold or silver?
I'm gonna go with yes.
Red.
I'm gonna go
Yes.
with yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
No.
So but what I was saying, like, so you got the Epic line. We'll talk about
Okay.
that, right? But the Xander Greg. So Xander, and I don't want to jump in front of you on
You're
that.
fine, good.
But so I'm set up with all of them. But what I was saying is that, like, Perdomo, my father, a couple of these, like, because I have guys.
Really good cigar, by the way.
The Perdomo or
My Father.
The
I love that
Mi
thing.
Padre.
I mean, both
That's
of those sound
Angelis.
Catholic to me. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's my father, but I say mi padre, which padre is father.
You're making
Father.
it sound like Italian.
Yeah,
that sounds
yeah.
Catholic too.
Yeah, it is. Well, they're Hispanic, bro.
yeah.
You know,
So
come
what's
on.
up with the Catholic cigar connection?
Will you just wait, dude? Because they're all Latino, bro. What is he doing, man? Yeah.
What?
Say that again.
Another stogie for the studio audience?
Yeah. What do you want?
it's-
Whatever you pull out of there.
So
What's in your box?
Yeah, what's in the
What's in the
box?
box? What's in the box?
So I buy Epic and Nat Seco. Those are the actual
Okay.
cigar. They have factories. They roll all that stuff. But so Brad is fortunate because not only does he rep his lines, but he also has a bunch. The blackened S84.
Oh, yes.
The blackened S84 from Drew Estate. And I'm set up with Drew Estate. But I'm not set up with Drew Estate
Yeah.
to the level that I can get the blackened S84s. But
Those things are.
He's
good.
got it.
yeah, but my man can get it in for me. So I go through so
I've never had that. What's that like?
Well, it's good, but let me explain the business.
It's a
So,
man cigar.
Well,
Or is that the? No, that's the one that we had.
I mean, it's still Drew Estates.
And
yeah, we
okay.
just had the two. There's two different ones, right?
so there's the Shade, and then there's the M81. So that's
we get the
major-
M84.
Which one? Corey gave us one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good cigar.
Well, no, he gave the actual.
Okay,
which we
so-
can't get right now.
So
Oh,
what's
okay.
the M? Okay, so
Oh,
Maduro.
no, don't worry about that,
Or is this like?
We're gonna get to that.
That's
We're-
a
Okay.
whole
that's a whole
different
thing.
ballpark.
We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that Brad is unique among all my cigar reps, and Ruben knows this, right? Because we have. So when I have the guy from, Lauren. When I have Lauren from McAuliffe come in, Lauren reps McAuliffe, right? And Lauren
Yeah.
is badass. We're gonna get Lauren in here one day. No, Lauren's badass. So anyway,
Okay.
I'm set up with manufacturers direct on 90+% of the Chief Humidor. But there are guys that come in and they say, "Hey man, you got them Perdomos?" They don't know anything about cigars.
Them Olivia's.
Them Olivia's.
Yeah.
Bro, that guy. That's the guy.
The Padronos.
I haven't heard that.
Padronos.
or the Placentas.
I haven't heard that one either.
Really?
The placenta.
Bro, Olivia.
Every day.
He's been just hanging out, and he's here at Olivia's.
That was a chance fart
times.
if I've ever smelled one.
That wasn't me. I was saying I was one of the Olivia guys.
Olivia.
Olivia's, yes. So
It's easy. Like, I don't ever smoke Olivia's. I usually
no, Oliva, but yeah,
Oliva.
but I'm
Oliva.
saying,
I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
It's actually Oliva.
Oliva.
so I'm set up with Oliva, right? And but I'm talking about those few guys that say, "Oh, do you have my father? Do you have the one that we get more than anything is Padron?" But Padron is a whole.
I can get that for you too.
We talked. Yeah, we got
I got the hookup, Brad. Doc,
You are.
Doc, I don't play, man. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're a corn cob guy
I'm
too.
corn cob. I got a whole set right here.
So
Damn, I'm a corn cob
one
guy.
of the things
But
many people ask if, like, whenever I do say, "Oh, I also work with Xander Gregg." Oh, well,
You can get dildos, and I'm not shitting. You can get
Yes.
condoms. You can get all kinds of shit.
Okay.
I log into my account, dude, and all I'm looking for is cigars. So I'm looking and then I see cigars is here, and it's like
a whole
in size 8 font all the way down. All this shit that they do, dude.
So
French
that's a fun-
tickler, you name it, dude. They got
So-
it all.
And what's the name?
Xander Gregg.
Xander Gregg.
So it's kind of funny because there was one
With a
time
Z, not an X.
I
Yes. Not like
was
Tupperware.
at a shop, and so every month I get like our progress report, and then I saw someone actually ordered a box of condoms. And
One
I
of your
was-
boys.
And I was like, what the fuck? Did I just really see a box of Trojan Magnums on this guy's order?
You're getting commish, bro.
Yeah, I know.
So there it is, dude.
And then I literally call the guy. I'm like, hey, did I just see this right? Did you really just buy a box of condoms for Xander Greg? He's like,
oh, well,
and he's like, oh, my son's going off to college, so I better get it. I was like, you could just go to CVS or Walgreens or Walmart, bro.
He couldn't get them at cost, dude.
Okay.
Why not go through you?
And he just basically said, I don't want to show on my credit card bill, so I don't want my wife to see.
That's
Here's okay. So
that's why you take the wife with you.
I got a one-off
to buy
question.
said box of condoms.
I got a one-off question.
Yes.
Okay. So, how many strip clubs do you call on?
I actually don't go to any.
why would
Really?
you?
I mean, strip clubs back in the day.
Male
I'm just
or
saying-
female?
No,
Are they male or
because I
female?
know
What are we
you're
talking about?
They
Yeah.
have cigars.
Back in the day, that was
Sorry,
the
Chance, I'll put you to work,
predominant
man.
cigar establishment.
Okay, so
Yeah.
If what you're talking about is similar to a liquor store, he's not calling. He's not calling on them.
Oh, really?
No.
Even like Specs.
So with
Well, that's a
Specs,
national account.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
to
okay.
email their higher superior and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
that's a national account.
Okay.
And that is a whole nutshell. Like you
Yeah,
basically have to try to convince them over email, and then when you talk to them over email, then you got to try to.
Now you're in the
send-
sales
yeah.
game, bro.
yeah.
There's so much, and it's.
That's not repping.
No, well, what he gets to do is street level, where he
Yeah.
gets to come in, think, I got a $20,000 order. I'm just going to walk up to the chief because they got a like on Facebook, and boom, and he walks in, and then he doesn't get even close to a $20,000 order, right? However, over now where we
Yeah.
are, we're
Yeah.
building up to that.
And I eventually want to have an event at your place.
It's
Yeah.
done, dude. Whenever
Done.
you're ready.
Okay.
No,
You
we
just
talked-
committed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna add real quick. When they have an event at your place, what should somebody be looking for a good cigar? I'm just piggybacking on what Chad.
Okay.
Chad's like, cause
So-
my
I've been in
man's-
cigars
my
like 2
man's
years, but I'm
notes,
still
dude.
learning about, and I'm learning off about the chief,
Sure.
about paladins. What you got for us?
So I always try to ask people, like, what do you normally smoke, or do you drink coffee?
Oh,
And then when people say how they like their coffee, that helps me.
yeah, okay.
And then when some people are like, when I do go to some of these shops, they're like, I don't care. I'll
Okay, wait a
smoke it."
minute. We gotta talk on that. So I come to you and I tell you I like a frappuccino.
I got a cherry bomb from CAO that'll just knock your dick in the dirt.
He doesn't do those people
Coffee.
justice. He really doesn't.
What people?
Yeah, it's people that order pumpkin spice latte.
AKA you, bro. Just admit it, dude. It's okay.
Pumpkin spice latte with an extra shot of cream. Yeah.
That's what it is, dude.
So so you like a frappuccino? Do you like ice, or do you like it hot, or
Technically, I don't like frappuccinos.
just admit it, dude.
My go.
just
okay,
go with
well,
it.
Let's play
Go
this.
with it.
So my go-to every morning coffee is a choctado.
Okay.
You know what that is?
I do not.
You know what a cortado is?
Man, we're cigar guys. We don't
Cigar
know
coffee.
So cortado is basically a espresso shot,
Okay.
equal milk. It comes in a shot glass.
Can
And
I,
it's just,
can I just say?
So he likes some
says
cream, too.
Tubberware. He says Tubberware.
Yes.
You say espresso.
espresso?
It's espresso,
Espresso.
dude.
Nah, it's espresso.
Dude,
Man,
my
that's
man's
sexy.
diamond. He's platinum status at Trinity Street, and he's calling it
That's
espresso,
right.
dude.
I'm sorry that offends
Yeah.
my Italian.
Unbelievable.
I come in for my
my Italian
cortado.
culture.
Cortado.
My cortado.
Espresso.
So
So choctado. So it's got chocolate milk and coffee in it.
Ooh,
Okay.
Go.
Oh, that sounds
Okay.
friggin' amazing.
So-
It's
fucking
good.
A, it does.
Okay. So
And it's,
have you
and
smoked cigars before?
and it's Brahms chocolate milk.
What?
Yeah.
But have you smoked
Oh,
cigars before?
Yeah.
No, I'm just like
We're
saying-
going back to.
Let's go. The only cigar that I've had is a grape flavored Black and Mild.
Oh,
Okay. So do
You're not.
you drink alcohol?
You're not talking about similar
Yes.
demographics.
No,
Okay.
I'm a new person, so I'm playing the game here.
I'm
now.
trying to
Let's
see.
play the role.
Okay. So
Do I
okay.
what?
Do
Go
you
ahead.
drink alcohol?
I only drink the best. Who's that? Ruben's phone.
Oh, sorry.
Bud Ice.
My bad.
I only drink Tito's vodka, and I only drink Grey Goose. Even though I almost said Gay Goose, that's because of what it is.
You repeat yourself.
Yes.
So
So
okay.
that's all I drink is vodka.
Do you like steak?
Oh,
I do, but I only like it well done.
That's a good
Well
question.
done. I mean, like, do you like pepper? Do you like a lot of pepper on your steak, or do you like? How do you like it seasoned?
Not typically.
Not too spicy. I'm not that strong
Not
of a
too
man.
spicy.
A1. I like to put
And
A1
I like to
on
put a
there.
little A1
Okay,
sauce on
so
it.
Yeah.
you kind of like a little bit of a medium smoke. So I would kind of recommend something, maybe our La Rubia, that's our Connecticut, that has a little bit of spice of it, but not too overbearing with spice.
So is Connecticut like a
Yeah.
pussy cigar?
No,
No, hell
So-
no. I think they're more. Some of them you get a hold of are more
Okay.
Good questions, man.
manly,
I
if you
know.
will.
I'm just saying.
Well, no.
I-
So there's a bunch of things when you say Connecticut. In the industry, we
Yeah.
know a Connecticut broadleaf can be a Maduro.
Yes.
Right? But we say Connecticut, and we all know what that means for the most part. It means a lighter
lighter
colored
wrapper.
cigar, right?
Yeah.
The only time
a
I've
little
been,
less peppery.
but again, that's this. It's smooth.
Okay.
It's
Yes.
smooth. Oh, a Connecticut smooth. The only time I got nicotine high was from a Connecticut, and it was an actual Connecticut pale
But these,
broadleaf.
people think about Connecticut like they think about like light
Joe
coffee.
Biden.
Light coffee.
Yeah.
You know, and
it
it's
is.
like, no,
Yeah,
I
but-
want dark roast.
Yeah, but okay, and this is why I like the parallel to coffee, right? Because in the coffee world, and as our platinum Trinity member over here will testify, the light blonde roast has more caffeine and is more strong.
That's actually true.
Than the
Yes.
dark roast, because
Yes,
the
that's
darker
true.
you roast the beans, the darker you get that Maduro.
So all these
in the
people
sun.
like, I like my coffee like I like my tar.
Oh,
You
I
know.
was thinking of airplane. Like I like.
What are we doing?
I like my.
I'm just here because Chance said, Ruben, come and sit down. I don't know what's going on.
It's I like my coffee like I like my women.
Yeah.
Bro. Just say it, dude.
Sweet and black.
I didn't want to say it.
man.
I didn't want to say it.
But
Thick,
Thick,
and
sweet.
black.
Well, you don't forget sweet.
so then I also do a follow-up question. So if you're like, I don't know about that. So what got you into cigars? What is really got you that appeal of it?
Because I was 18 and I thought it was cool to smoke a grape tip black and mild.
Okay, so when you had that, did you smoke it with friends? Are you also going to be smoking with friends? Are you going to just be smoking by yourself? Do you have to,
We smoked a pack and we were all in same color onesie Adidas.
In a circle.
Yeah.
In a circle.
my life.
Yeah.
But okay.
It may not have been weed.
It
But
definitely
no, I
was.
tried to. But
Indicator?
Hell yeah.
Oh, we don't have weed indicator.
But no, I always try to do some kind of follow-up question.
Okay.
Because it's really all about them. I don't always, like when I worked at a shop, I don't ever say, oh, you need to smoke this cigar because this is my favorite. I try to see what they like.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because if I say, oh, I really like this,
Well, and you know,
think-
So
Yeah.
what's the
Well, but-
gateway cigar?
well, okay, so you know a lot of
I
people.
don't think there is one
Well,
there is actually.
There's
that you're going to give to everybody.
Well, I'll tell you mine. Like there are a couple that,
Yeah, I've heard your spiel before.
but there are people that come in that they truly don't know.
Right.
They truly
Yeah.
don't know. So what I don't do is start them. Yeah, not you, my man.
Well, before. I'm just
Yeah,
saying, when
yeah.
I started, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what I don't do, and this is no offense to the sweet cigar people, but we all know, man, when we see the Republic of Texas cigar smokers,
Oh, my
and we see
gosh.
people smoking a particular brand or some
Cubans.
No, I'm not. I'm going.
You talking
further.
about
Oh,
the people
even
that you
farther.
might
The flavor.
find
Oh, yeah.
at an expensive
The-
like bar
no,
in
no, no.
Fort Worth?
No,
Fat Farm
no.
Betty's.
I didn't say it. You know what I was thinking. See, he's telepathic as well.
I
You
know
know?
exactly what you're talking about.
So
Into the humidor to your right.
we don't consider the sweet cigars and the flavored cigars
Sure.
as part of. I mean, they're in the community. I got them in the humidor because they're money makers and guys
they're-
like them.
Yeah.
Right. But if I have the neophyte coming in who doesn't know anything about cigars, I skip away from y'all, and y'all know.
What the fuck is a neophyte?
Someone who's new to something.
Okay.
So I skip that my sweetened shelf. If
Yeah.
it's someone coming in clean and raw, I don't raw dog them into a sweetened cigar.
Hey, keep that thought. Doc, write that down. Are you a neophyte?
Are you a neophyte?
Yeah.
We're all neophytes in a lot
I'm
of
questioning
things.
that term. So is that even possible, or is that like a
What do you mean?
double negative? Neophyte. How can you be a neophyte?
We're all neophytes. And are you a neophyte in sucking dick? I hope so.
I mean, I'm just saying.
You are, dude.
It's like, okay, so Neo is
He does
new,
drive a Tesla.
Yeah.
and Fight is like well established, like drawn to something.
Yeah, so you're new
so
into
much
that. You're new into that.
So are you new
Okay.
on drinking that margarita you're drinking?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, neophyte though.
Are we talking etymology here? Yes. Look, Chance, what did it say?
I didn't look it up.
Okay. That's,
Okay. Let's slow down.
So anyway, back to the point.
What is a neophyte?
Yeah,
That's what he was going to
That's
ask.
someone who's new into something, and they're
So he's new
claiming
into
to be-
something.
Okay.
Doc, what are you thinking it is?
He's claiming it's not a word.
It's not a thing.
He's claiming I made it
You
up.
can't
dude.
be a neophyte.
Bro, NEOPHYTE.
Phyte.
Yes, neophyte.
So you're talking about like those new Christians.
That would
Right.
be someone. Anyway, when a cigar neophyte comes in,
So
Oh God. No. Yeah, right there.
There you go.
What are you doing?
Neophyte.
Just neophyte.
What does it
Person
say?
who
What does
is
it
new
say?
to a subject, skill, or belief.
thank you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
booyah.
saying.
Neophyte.
So someone comes
100%
in.
fact check.
So when someone
Wow.
comes in, that was a 2.5 minute. Why are you, Doc?
Right, we're talking about neophytes.
I'm hurt that you question the validity.
Don't be
of-
hurt. Don't be hurt.
But
it's okay.
That's-
It's okay.
So I'm not.
Yeah, it's
So-
because I love you.
So a
Yeah,
cigar.
Doc, don't be hurt. I thought it was the people that Moses didn't let into the promised land.
look-
So I mean, just
So when a cigar neophyte comes into the chief, I don't go Maduro.
Yeah.
I don't go Connecticut or natural.
Okay.
I go Goldilocks. I go right in the middle. I go to a Habano, and I don't go to a Toro, which is a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
It's about as big in the true cigar aficionado community that
Who
we'll
doesn't
get.
like a Habano?
Well, a Habano. That's why a Habano. So now we're talking
Yeah.
about it. So you got Connecticut or correct.
put that closer to the.
So you
Yeah,
have
there.
Connecticut or Colorado, which is
Yeah.
the true term for it, right?
What'd you say? Colorado?
Colorado, like
Colorado.
like the state.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. So
First time I ever heard that.
well, so a Connecticut or a Candela or a Claro. Now those can be used interchanged for a green cigar, right? And we've got
Okay.
right.
If it's got a C.
So
yeah.
a lot of Candelas actually taste like pistachio.
Yes, or alfalfa.
Yeah.
If you grew up with horses,
Okay.
If you grew up with horses,
Yes.
The Candelas, the green cigars they really are amazing. But that's not what I start a rookie on. A neophyte, if I could just make up
Yeah.
a word, right? So I bring those. Come on, dude. I bring the neophyte in and I say, look, you don't go for a Maduro, don't go for a Connecticut. Start with this Habano, right, and go there. Because a Habano is right in the middle. It's Goldilocks. Like I said, it's not too hot. It's not too cold. The porridge is just right. And then I get them on that road, and then that opens the palate up. And we all know the cheat code. Ecuadorian Sumatran wrappers. An Ecuadorian Sumatran wrapper is the cheat code to get an amazing cigar. Or an Ecuadorian Habano. Because something about the soil in Ecuador, I don't know what it is, dude, but they've got some shit going there that
It's
their
good.
leaves. It's so good.
Yeah.
And I haven't had anybody
Ecuador
come in-
is like the modern Cuba.
No.
better.
Better.
Well,
Nicaraguan.
Yeah, because
What about
that's-
Nicaragua?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I was
because
gonna
that statement, has anyone at this table ever had a Cuban and went, this is so
I mean, I
amazing."
bought cigars that I thought were Cuban, but then
Did it
people
have a glass box on it?
no. Well, I mean, people are
You've
telling
had-
me
you've had-
afterwards
you've had-
that
No, actually, I've only
You've
had
had
one
Cubans.
Cuban in my life.
what the fuck? Are you serious?
I have had Cuban that.
No way. When you were at the lounge, you didn't. The guys didn't bring them in.
No.
I've had 15.
Yeah, but
So-
but the real thing is most of them,
maybe
most of
no,
them
they
are not
weren't
real
Cubans.
Cubans. That's the
No.
thing.
Oh, wink, 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 wink.
Right.
No, I've had them. I've had about 15 legitimate,
So-
and of that 15, I would say 10 are probably legit. Cubans. But of those, one, and you know what it
Was
was?
decent.
Well, you know what it was, and Brad, it was salt,
Yeah.
because it was salty. Because in the Cuban
Hey, oh,
Nicaraguan, Nicaraguan.
I'm with you, bro.
Lost
I'm with you.
Ruben.
I never
not
thought you
Tupperware.
didn't say Nicaraguans.
Freaking Ruben, man. I'm sorry, dude.
It's not Nika Days. It's not my Nika Days. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Come on, Rubens. Don't be pouncing.
Ruben, man, get that knife, bro. Get that knife off the wall.
No, he's a Chaz.
Oh, right here.
Oh, busted it.
Oh no!
That's true.
So there's so many follow-up questions I could say with that of trying to find a cigar for you, because also I could even say like, how long are you wanting to spend smoking this cigar?
Yeah, that's true.
Batola matters.
Wait, well, let's go down that rabbit hole, because what makes a cigar sometimes smoke longer than others? Because you see these little nubbies, and everyone goes,
it's like 45 minutes.
I want one of those because...
No, but Brad and I know, and we agree, we've talked about this. So in the cigar community, there is this huge... What do people think when they see a cigar? They see size, volume, money. If I'm getting my money's worth, I want to get the most bang for my buck, right?
Why am I just hearing Cox whenever you say that?
Wait.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Because there are cigars in my humidor. I have a 7x70 Rojas. I've got a few. The 7 is a 7-inch.
Big old thick.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
So when I worked at a shop, there was a guy that actually came into the shop, tried to bring in, it was called the Tallywhacker cigars.
Because that's what they are, dude.
Yes.
So
I'm going to guess those are a darker cigar.
So they had, I kid you not, they had one called the black, and they called the white, and the Asian.
I know which one was the short smoke, dude. That's
I
all
should
I'm
have came
saying.
last week, man. Cause this is
I know what the smoke.
Can you show us proof?
this guy. Man, y'all just walking
that
that thin
Asian
line,
was
man.
pretty small.
And I
You
learned.
know it was, dude.
And when the guy came in, I started just busting out laughing. And I was like, wait, can you say what the name of it is? He's like, oh, it's the Tallywhacker. I was like,
So
which is the best seller? He was like, well, it all depends on what you like, Sonny. I was like, I don't know.
if you can control your gag reflex, that's the question.
Hold your hair back.
I'm just saying, Ruben,
So now look-
don't show your brothers this episode. Don't tell them about this one, man.
They're gonna love it. White people.
So if you look at any black and white pictures, look at any black and white picture of a native equatorial region man, whatever, pick the nationality, smoking a cigar, he will not be smoking a big
A fatty.
No, that is a very new thing.
It's a stick.
That's a very new thing. The Corona was about as big as we got, right?
Yeah.
So now the Toro is like this happy medium because it makes guys.
But that would be bigger than a traditional cigar right there.
So what is this guy?
Traditional, yes.
Yeah.
But this has become the new. In me, I don't know about like that's a Toro's as big as I.
Yeah.
I
Is that what I have here?
Yes.
You had the torpedo.
But
So
it's
basically
it's a
it's-
Toro.
This is
with
the
a-
perfect size for me.
yes,
Yeah, that's
yes.
It
Toro.
doesn't hurt when it goes in. My jaw don't
Your
hurt.
jaw doesn't
But
hurt.
the
Yeah.
torpedo is the end, right?
Yes, it comes out. But so
Yeah.
and that's why it's even more comfortable. So the first time I discovered was with the Inch by EP Carrillo. I carry EP Carrillo. They have great blends. I mean, Ernest is well known.
Yes.
I mean, it's well established.
But I smoked the Inch, and I smoked that thing, and I literally, when I got finished with it, my jaw hurt.
So-
Yeah.
My
So
jaw
you're
hurt.
talking 60 gauge.
More than 60.
No, and that's why I also ask
Wow.
people, like, okay, do you want a cigar that leaves kind of like an aftertaste of it, or do you want to feel like in the back of the molars? That's why I always say, like, this one may give you a little kind of bite that in the back of the molars area. And so many people are like, I don't want that kind of taste. I'm like, well, some people do.
Well, you
But
got,
we're
what you
still
got,
talking
Ruben?
about gag reflex,
Yes.
though. With the big
Ruben's
ring
got a
gauge. Fuck
question.
the big ring gauge, right? You know what
I mean, there's a cigar, I'm sorry to say, but it's called the Lunatic, and it's literally like, what the
That's a good.
what
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck?
a lunatic. Yeah.
It's literally like,
What's the one Corey? What's the one Corey?
I think it's called the Woody.
Woody.
the Woody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's
one of
coming
my
in.
friends gave me the Woody, and he said, "Oh, you should."
Dude, I'm
And
Yeah, he did. In the fucking overnight, you're sleeping in your car.
Yeah.
Woody.
And I said, "There's a snake in my boot."
Yeah.
there's something to it. It's just an ego show, right? An ego show.
All right, you guys
Yeah.
got to shut
So
up.
it's
Ruben's
like-
got a question.
No, okay, keep going.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
Ruben, what's your
we
question?
we were just talking about torpedoes. How do you
Yeah.
cut a torpedo?
So
Because
there's
it's like
there's
you
so
can't
many
do straight
different ways.
cut, V cut.
There's so many ways. I do a
can't-
slant, It's called the Cuban cut. So basically, or like a reed cut. So basically, circulation with your mouth and everything with the smoke. There's a whole science.
Explain how to do that.
It's basically if you cut it at an angle, basically.
With a straight cutter?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
One of these, straight cut?
Yeah, yeah, that's the only way you could do it with a straight cutter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
At an angle.
Because a V-cut's
yes.
V-cut.
So it's kind of like a flute, like if anyone knows how like reeds are on like saxophones or as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how.
Okay, so
hold on.
So you're telling me that the cut matters?
Yes.
Like it really makes a difference.
It really does.
It does.
I gotta call bullshit. Like we're gonna have to have a session at the Chief.
Oh,
the Chief Challenge.
The Chief Challenge.
Yeah.
For cuts. We just made a fucking thing. The Chief Challenge. Let's introduce it.
That's been a thing since day one. Chief Challenge.
I don't know if we talked about it here though.
Another thing for me. And on the show,
I don't think we talked about
premiering the Chief Challenge.
Yeah. So
y'all can all go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So the Chief Challenge is mostly with booze. So you got some swinging dick that comes in. He's like, "Oh, Crown's I only drink Crown, man. Let me tell you something.
I only drink the finest shit.
No, that's
Johnny
what I'm
Walker
saying.
Black.
Right.
TX.
No, pick bourbon because there's so many.
So many,
And the guy comes in with or even whiskey, right? And I'll I'll go in the family. So if they're a bourbon guy and they like this, I'll find 3 or 2 other whiskeys that are the same proof, and then it's the Pepsi challenge. I mean, obviously, right? But to your point, to do the Pepsi challenge, the Chief challenge with the cigars, I'm telling you, like a punch is where you take a little punch and you literally stick it in the end, pull it out, and then you have a hole there.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it, but what I'm saying is when you smoke on that versus a V cut versus a straight cut, you can't do a blind challenge because your tongue, your mouth will be able to tell.
Well, and so you don't really know until you pick up that cigar and you roll it in your fingers and you're like, okay, this is tight. This is a fucking tight roll.
V cut. It's all V cut. That's all the Chief does.
All right, so let's go down. Let's go down that rabbit hole. So if in your opinion, which I know this, V cut's the only cut.
It's the only cut.
Yes, but there are 47 different cuts.
Yes.
Well, I'm just throwing out.
If you get a loose cigar, if it's like loose in your fingers, then you might as well punch that shit.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay,
really?
So
because it literally
will
fall apart while you're smoking it.
But it's got a good wrapper on it.
All right, why? Why would it fall apart just from a punch?
Because so let's say it
versus
is,
if you cut it.
So let's say it is loosely tight, and whenever you
Did you say loosely tight?
Loosely and everything. Let's say you do punch it.
Okay.
And so basically,
and explain to people what a punch is.
So it's like when you.
You're basically shoving a hole in the end of the cigar.
Yeah, it's like a paper hole cutter.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
It's that size.
All right. Now, why will a loosely tight cigar?
Because it could fall apart while you're smoking it.
That's right.
So why would it not if you cut it?
So basically, if it all depends on the cutter you're using and stuff like that. So let's say,
like where you're cutting it, if you're closer to the end, or just a little bit back,
a dime's width off of the end of the cigar, aren't you?
Yes.
Or if you're sticking it all the way in, right? You just putting the end in, or
that's
are you putting the whole thing in?
That's my question. Is
right?
If you have a loose cigar, because you said I wouldn't punch it because it may fall apart. Why would that loose cigar? Why would the punch make it fall apart, but your cut wouldn't? Like
it all depends on like how you cut it, basically.
Okay.
Because it's hard.
So
you got the wraparound,
right? But does the punch? Is it more? Is it harder on a cigar to punch one than it is to cut?
Because you don't know how much pressure you're putting onto it.
Yeah.
Because literally, remember, this is all handmade.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're not doing something like you are doing a Swisher Sweet, and it's a normal Swisher Sweet.
Good old
you can
Swisher Sweet,
right?
Yeah.
And you can.
But each cut also helps you how much you're taking in as you're doing it. But also helps with you talked about matching it with certain drinks, right? So we're drinking Red River spirits right now. What would you say would be the best cut if I'm drinking something like Red River spirits? Yeah.
So.
Does it go that deep to where?
Because
if you're drinking,
it does.
Like the whiskey matters.
Yes.
Like we're drinking that right now. So if you had this, what type of cut would you recommend? Because he just called bullshit on on the type of cuts.
Well, first of all, are you what kind of cut are you? Or are you?
I'm a straight cut.
You're a straight cut usually.
Come on, Brad. What are you doing? You don't do the V cut?
So I used to.
Man.
So
explain why.
So the reason I do straight cut is basically you're getting more of the flavor with the cigar.
Yeah.
Because with V cut, you're.
Now let him finish.
No,
we're gonna have.
Let him finish.
Keep going.
Okay, let's go.
Because if I'm just thinking about it, what you just said makes more sense to me because you're cutting the entire end of the cigar, so you get more of the pull.
Because
you get more concentrated with the V cut.
Yeah, but it depends on the cigar.
That's exactly it. You're more concentrated with the V cut, and with the punch
depends
cut,
on the cigar.
It all just depends on it.
And it's also it feels good.
So
right there.
We need some examples, right?
Okay.
So this one.
Yeah.
You want an example of this?
Well, I know what Chief's going to say. He's going to say it's going to be a V cut because that's what he does.
V cut.
Yeah.
Or V cut.
Punch.
And by the way,
punch.
When you have a torpedo and you put that V cut in it, you got the torpedo coming down and then boom.
Well, it's perfect.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Or like if it's not a torpedo, sometimes I do a finger cut.
Say what?
What?
So,
say again?
So you actually don't use a cutter. It's you basically just
peel that end cap off. Basically.
What?
Yes.
Wow,
man, dude, you're a savage, man.
Like with that, you can do a
V cut,
or even with
you just bite it.
Oh my
finger. Okay,
no.
Finger cut or tooth cut.
So if you get a tooth cut, if you really want to do that, then you're getting so much tobacco in your system.
Just teaching it off.
Where's that good one, bro?
Wait, is that what is it?
Huh?
What
snuff?
What kind?
Oh, Stoker's.
Okay,
it's cheap.
So
when would you ever go for the double V?
So
you do it on accident.
Yeah.
Because you cut it and then you give it to the customer and then they turn it and they're not paying attention.
Or the only time I've double V'd is it was at your place at the Chief, and I may or may not have been drinking old fashions and cut it and then started talking and completely forgot I cut it and went in and cut it again and looked at it. I was like, the hell?
Yeah, dude.
So Gordos are normally the best one for double V's.
And why is that? Oh, because that's the bigger, right? Gordos are the big ones, yeah. Is that reason? Just because they're bigger?
Yes, bigger and everything.
Oh, okay. So the only reason why you're going to double V it is you're going to get more
intake
but in your here's the thing. What we're ignoring is part of cigars is the experience, right? It's the whole thing. It's the whole ritual,
right?
And so you've got to
talking,
be able,
sucking,
the feeling.
Yeah, what we're doing, we're doing all tonight. This is what a cigar is made for,
correct.
Right here.
Thank you. And we all know the old guys that would just they wouldn't smoke cigars. They would literally gnaw them, right?
Because that's what when my grandfather was alive, that's what he did actually.
Yeah, just chewed on it.
He chewed on it and then he just doesn't smoke it. But whenever we were in public, that's what he did.
So, that'll work. Yeah. So
we got another cigar.
Do you want another cigar?
I got one. Oh. It's Doc.
Yeah, I'll take one.
What do you like?
What's in the box?
You got Habano?
Habano.
What's in the box?
Okay, we'll use it as an example, right?
So what way?
So
are
how
you
do we
going...
cut this cigar?
Well, to me, it sounds like it's up to the beholder.
It truly is. It truly is.
Okay.
How do you normally cut your cigars, Doc?
See.
Hold on.
That's the shit, man.
So because I remember when we all first started smoking cigars, we all three kind of started the same, and it was acid toasts. Back in the day.
Oh my
back in the day.
And they were all straight cutting them.
No, we came from Swisher Sweets.
It doesn't matter how you cut. I mean, we all came from Swisher.
I did. I actually didn't.
Black and tans.
Really?
Yes.
Black and mild?
No.
Blackwood, blacks. Those are the ones that come in the bag, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I started cigars from my grandfather. He used to smoke the My Father's Don Pepin.
Oh. Damn, dude.
And so
right out the box, just getting the baller shit.
And so,
but you're talking about his grandpa. You could probably get a box for like $25 back in the day.
Man, I was still in Swishers from Goodners when I was 12 years old. You know what I'm saying?
When I was about 13 years old, I went to his place. I literally was like, oh, sweet. I'm visiting my grandfather. My grandfather was my role model. I basically looked up to him. He was everything I wanted. Like, he was the person who I am today. And so he was like, Bradley, I'm going to the grocery store. If you need anything, you're shit out of luck. Because I didn't have a cell phone.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay. And he goes to the grocery store with my grandmother. And I'm at his place. I was like, you know what? I always see him smoking a cigar. I want to smoke a cigar. I go to his humidor, find a cigar, and I literally was like, how do you cut this thing? And I literally get a knife and just hacksaw it and everything, just destroy it. And I'm just like, I said, okay, now I got to find a lighter. Found a lighter, and I just start lighting it, and I'm smoking in the back patio, and I just see him come out with a cigar, and he's like, what are you doing?
How old were you?
13.
Oh, man.
And I said nothing, and I had the cigar behind my back, and you just see the smoke
coming behind you.
And he's like, are you smoking a cigar? I said, yes, yes, I am, Grandpa. And he's like,
I want to be like you.
And then he said, let me see. And he showed me, and he's like, you butchered that motherfucker. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, you're gonna kick my ass or something. And I literally was freaking out.
Did he make you smoke it all?
And so
in a closet.
And I literally,
in a closet.
He just basically said, let me get a new one. He goes to his humidor, get me one. He says, okay, so this is how you cut it. He did a straight cut. And then he just basically started, and he's like, started showing me how to toast it and everything. And then I started smoking. I was like, oh, man, this is good. I really like this. And then he decided, he's like, well, your mother's going to kill me anyway. But, you want anything? You want whiskey or something? I was like, well, I've never had whiskey. He was like, Gemma, get the good shit.
Damn, dude. So you went
yeah.
You went from hiding it behind your back to taking singles.
Okay, but do you remember what the good shit was?
Yes, I do.
What was it?
It was Woodford Double Oak.
Oh, hey, that's good
okay.
shit.
Okay.
That's how young you are.
Yeah, especially for the time.
Yes.
Right.
All right,
So then the next step was getting you a hooker.
So that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
breaking you all in.
He took you down to the red light district.
Yeah.
But no, he was born in Sicily, so he's always smoked cigars and everything.
Oh, is this on your mom's side?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, wait a minute. So since you were 13,
how would you cut this one?
I would do straight cut.
V-cut.
Straight.
You would straight cut that?
Yeah, straight.
Okay, something about that is...
Wait. Give him your cigar knife. Look at this thing. Hey, put this up on the camera, though. Look at this freaking thing. That's a badass cutter.
So
Look
I
at
actually
that.
got this knife for free.
Bring it.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go back since you said you were 13. How many of you remember going to school, even when you were probably younger? Elementary school is when I remember. And the kid that his pencil box was his grandpa's cigar box.
That was common back then.
It was common, but those kids were the shit. They were cool.
Yeah,
Look at that. That's pretty cool.
So where I'm getting with this is
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
I know, right? That thing is awesome. But so when at what time did the cigar box change from the old cardboard flip up lid?
They still have them.
They do.
Yeah, they still have.
But they're the junky cigars.
What was that King Arthur?
King
Arthur.
No. So Romeo Julieta.
Yeah,
right? They still send theirs in the traditional, like
in the old school cigar box.
Kind of the old school cigar box. All the Romeos in there are like that, right? Like the Camachos with the slick. You know that shit's fairly new. Now Epic's got a few that are. Well, they've got both. Well, actually, y'all got a bunch. So you've got the new slick with the hard shell. You got the Nat Seco that's got wood. There it is. Yeah. So Spanish cedar.
Yeah. But see, back when I was young, I don't. And my grandpa always smoked. What'd you say that the name was?
Oh, King Arthur.
King Arthur. That's that's all he had. But
so
I don't
here's
ever.
some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
Spanish cedar inside there.
So when did it go to those though? Because I always remember just the cardboard ones.
Whenever the competition started coming up, because you had that was the way it was, because they knew you just need this much to keep a cigar to where it's fresh, right? Yeah. And then everybody started amping up.
It also all depends on the prices,
because you're paying for that fucking box.
Because
yeah.
I mean,
bro,
if it
you're
all
paying
depends.
for it, you're paying for the box.
Yeah,
but that is a pretty sweet box,
acid.
though.
there's a shop I went to. He literally looked at the box of, like, when I was with Mogani, he literally looked at the box. He's like, how much is this box worth? I was like, empty box? He's like, yes. I was like, $3. He's like, oh, that's too fucking expensive. I don't want to bring that in. Wow. If that's how expensive your, like, how much are they for just your cigars? I was like, about like $12. And he's like, that's too fucking expensive. I don't want that in my shop.
From a $3 box was too expensive?
Yes.
Okay, what can you tell me about this cigar?
So that cigar is a Habano wrapper, and it was also rolled in
Habano.
I
knew I loved Habano.
Not Habano. No.
Yeah.
Is that an Epic cigar?
So can we talk about
No.
Habano? So the seed. This is what a lot of people don't realize. So the seeds, whenever communism, the most evil ideology that has ever been on this planet, took over Cuba, all of these manufacturers and these families, and I say manufacturers because I'm a capitalist, right? But it's these families. These families grew up generations of growing their leaf and rolling their cigars, and then when communism took over, the vast majority all took off, and they took their seeds with them.
Ecuador, Nicaragua.
No. They went to Ecuador. They went to Nicaragua. Dominican was a big part.
Dominican.
And Tampa, Florida was a big part of it. A lot of these people left, and they fled to get away from what
communism.
As you should, right?
Right.
I mean,
communism sucks.
It's the worst.
Yes.
Right? It's the worst. So they left, and then they go to all these other countries, and they take the Cohiba name. They take the Bolivar name. They take the Romeo Julieta, right?
So, Doc, do you like documentaries?
Yeah.
So there's a great one called Hand Rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it literally will
Where do I find
everything.
this? Amazon?
YouTube.
Tubi,
okay.
I think. Yeah.
It's like the history of the cigar industry.
Yeah, and it goes through because, we're human beings.
Yeah.
So we're smoking something that is made by human beings, which subscribe to an ideology, right?
Sure.
And because politics,
we're humans.
It all plays into it, right?
Yep.
So all of these guys took off, and the Habano was originally from Havana, Cuba, right? Like that's where the original.
Is it not Havana?
No, Habano.
Havana.
Okay.
Oh, we're singing.
Havana. Havana, Cuba. Cuba. So
Cuba.
Yeah. So, but there's
That's
also
a cigar.
Yeah, but with the Nat Seco though, because that's the one I kept fucking up earlier.
Man, I like this. It's a very
really
punch.
good.
So you said hand rolled. So I've seen a dude sitting at a card table, actual hand rolling and putting them in the deal. Is
in the press?
Yeah.
So does these big cigar companies, is that how they're still everybody?
Yes,
There's
100%.
no like machines that are making.
Actually, there is one brand out there I know about that actually does do machine
Swisher Sweets.
Well, all those guys, Swishers, Black and Milds.
Yeah.
All
I'm talking about real
Black
cigars.
and tan.
Real cigars.
Real cigars. There's nobody out there just
There's one.
got robots doing it.
Yes. And
Can we say that or no?
Yeah.
I mean, can we say the name of these people or no? Do they not put that out there?
They don't put it out there.
Okay,
but
let's not say that.
Because I've talked to the owner when I did work at a shop, and I asked him, I said, so are your cigars actually rolled in person? He was like, oh, no, we do a whole different way. We have I was like, no, can you please tell me because I won't say it. And he's like, well, a lot of
Except
our
when
machines.
I go on a podcast, other than that.
I know this guy doesn't listen to any of the podcasts out there.
Hey, you don't know, bro. We're worldwide. We got people in Chad listening to this.
In Africa, baby.
Africa.
Because I want to talk about African cigars.
Yeah, we are. Let's do that.
When you work with this African
God.
company, like
I hated that brand.
Brand,
yes.
not the people, right?
Not the people. Because so no.
Well, see, I wish you wouldn't have said that because I want to know what brand is. Because I've never had an African cigar that I know of.
Yeah, you have.
What? Can you not?
Yeah,
say
there's like Cameroonian. The Cameroonian
Cameroon
rapper. Yeah,
rappers. So the
Cameroon rappers.
Yeah, the Cameroon is from Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Now-
like the Don Carlos
Yep.
and then a lot of Fuentes use Cameroon wrappers.
Yep.
Okay.
I've got multiple Cameroons in the
Then I
Chief.
probably have had them then.
Well,
And camel toe.
Oh, is that a new cigar? right beside those tallywhackers.
Yeah, it needs a V cut though.
It definitely has to have that one. Has to
And
have
you got
a
to
V
close
cut.
one eye while smoking and give someone straight in the eye.
well, so Cameroon, it's the same thing with like a lot of these leaves, like the Habano. So the seed originates in Cameroon, right?
Yeah.
But but if you get a Cameroon wrapper, that doesn't necessarily mean it was grown in the country. Is it Cameroon?
Yes.
Cameroon, yeah.
Yes.
That is a country,
So
right?
the cigar you're smoking right now has a Cameroon filler.
There you go.
All right, well, let's get into that a little bit. That's on the
Filler,
notes.
binder,
Yeah,
wrapper,
let's talk about how they're made,
man.
all that, because there are a bunch of shit that people probably don't have a clue what the hell we're talking
You're
about.
damn right there are. So while he's prepping for this, so you got three major parts of the cigar.
Uh-huh.
You have the filler,
Which is the first in the middle.
Yeah. So think of all your crops that you're growing. Right. You've got a bunch that are just out in the field, and you pay attention to it. You don't want it to die. Yeah. And then you've got that's your filler, and then your binder. So your filler is what is the vast majority of your cigar. But then you have the binder, which is this tough leaf. It's a much tougher leaf because it holds all of that filler tobacco
Does
together.
anyone have a sharp knife?
You're not going to do it? Are you going to do it?
Yes.
You do, don't you?
Oh, he's going to do it.
I thought your knife was sharp.
Yes, but...
Do it at the end at least, right?
Yeah.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to
cut that thing open?
No, I'm actually going to do
he's going to do it!
in the middle.
Okay. This is a big deal. Like,
Here, cut it on this.
Oh, man. So... I can't believe you're going to do it. I've never seen this done in person.
Here. Chad, lift that box up so we can see this happening.
Okay. It's going to be hard to.
No, I got it.
All right, and let me hear. I'll just tilt the. There you go. Or I can tilt the.
No,
you're going to
I
cut
got
your
it.
fingers off. Just let me tilt the camera down. Hang on.
I can't believe we're doing this.
Now put it on the tail. I don't want nobody to die.
Yeah,
Here.
I don't want it to
No,
slide.
I got it. I'm back here.
Okay.
So, filler, binder, wrapper, right?
Okay, wrapper's the final.
So, the filler is the vast majority of the cigar as far as the bulk goes. And that's what people say when they say, I want the most bang for my buck, right?
Yeah.
But what they're not talking about is the flavor. Now,
this
there you go.
is the binder.
Okay.
It's ugly.
And is that just one leaf?
It looks more like the scrotum,
That's just one leaf.
Okay.
It doesn't have the beauty of...
I understand that. You're speaking my language.
That's why I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Not the supple, smooth beauty of the cock, right?
No.
It's the wrinkle.
It's the scrotum.
Yeah.
It's the foreskin.
Utility.
It's
the foreskin.
Oh, I can't believe you're doing it. He did it.
So this is...
That's the binder.
Yeah.
And it's just one leaf.
It's one. Well, you can use one or a couple, but
okay.
So you see with the binder,
I feel
leaf,
like we're going straight to hell for this. It's like blasphemy. We're doing right now.
He knows. Like this is
actually how you can tell if it's a pure cigar.
But it's
okay. When you say pure, what does that mean?
Hand rolled.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It looks like a scrotum.
No.
So what I'm seeing is you're putting the wrapper on so you don't get the veins in
Is it
your
okay
mouth.
if I put this on the ground?
Yeah, we got a vacuum.
So the filler leaf is all this stuff here. This is what they're spending the majority of their time just taking leaves.
Get closer.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
To the camera.
Yeah.
Wow.
Up here.
Yeah.
See that?
Oh, wow.
It's a hot mess, right? So what they need is when they get all that together, they need a tough leaf, your binder, to wrap all this bullshit up.
And to make it look pretty.
Man, he's making a fucking mess, bro. All right, look at all the leaves in that.
So when you open up a Swisher Sweet and you're going to fill it like with
that's
other stuff.
So a Swisher, a black, all of those are machine rolled. It's shortcut. See how all this is long?
Yeah.
This is all
filler.
Long filler, right? So when
there's
individual leaves, all of these are individual leaves, right?
And Swishers are short fillers,
which is that shredded and whatever they sweep up off the floor, shredded, right?
Yeah,
that's really what it is. Now your binder leaf, look at this, like let's tug of war.
That's hard.
I mean? Put it in your mouth.
Look at that. Keep going. Keep going. Like you see how much for real. Yeah. We literally I flexed a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen that on camera.
So there's a couple of binder leaves that hold all that in, but the magic And the thing that truly, and this is where people don't believe it, but you can have the same filler and the same binder, and then you wrap that thing up with a Connecticut broadleaf, with a Ecuadorian Habano, with a Nicaraguan Maduro. You wrap it up with that wrapper, and it's one leaf. So, like I said, if you've got all these leaves that are out in the fields that are being procured, right? It's.
So, have any of you guys smoked?
You're not going to do it again, are you?
No, I'm not cutting it. I'm cutting around it.
Smoke just a what?
That hurts your heart, don't it?
Yeah.
Hey, well, you don't have to do that. Just finish your question. Smoked what?
So the filler.
Yes. Without the wrapper on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Big difference.
Yeah, I have.
Big difference.
It was actually the smoothest drawn cigar I've ever had in my life.
Look. So the thing is, this right here, look how delicate this is. So this is, that is truly.
That's a leaf.
It is. Yeah. I mean, you can see the veins.
See the veins in it, yeah.
Look at that.
Like an upside down Snickers bar.
Perfect. I mean, that literally is a
leaf.
Yep. Right? Like it falls from the tree, right?
Yeah.
So these are the ones that are grown right close to where the owner of the factory lives, right? Of the farm. It's right there. They'll put shade. So if you hear shade grown, a shade grown wrapper.
Who wants?
Yes. Light that thing up.
Hitting it without the.
Yeah, it tastes so much better. And I've actually learned this from a professional.
So what you did, explain and get closer to the camera with that.
Are you saying it tastes so much better without the wrapper on it?
Yes. Have you not done it?
Yeah, I've done it, but
so all you did was cut about a half inch off the tip of the cigar. Okay.
Yeah. So he just took that wrapper off. So what they say, and this is true, that little bit of a difference right there is 70% of the flavor of the cigar. Yes. So by the time this cigar gets to here, it's going to go bam, and it's going to change, because a huge amount of your flavor comes from that thin little wrapper, that delicate leaf.
Yeah, because I've always heard the majority of the flavor of your cigar comes from the wrapper.
The wrapper.
Yes,
that's right.
So what am I smoking?
A cigar.
I can't read that.
That's the Natsuko anniversary, 1965.
Yeah,
which Chief has, and they're great.
It's great.
It's a great cigar, dude.
Yeah,
it's great.
So is this wrapper?
And by the way,
filler?
Can we just say as an alternative, when someone comes in and they say, "Hey, you have the Liga Privada?" I say, "No, I don't have the Liga Privada." But
Man, I'm putting chance to work.
But what I do have,
I'm gonna start,
is the Natsuko, and that's a good cross for it, is it not?
No. I would say, if someone says...
That's what he told me.
No.
That's what he told me.
So if someone does actually want a Padron, that's what I say.
Okay. Yeah.
Because that cigar was rolled... the master blender his name's Omar Ortez. He actually was worked for a lot of different other cigar brands, and he's the master
So on this thing, are you really going to know a huge difference until you get down to that wrapper?
It's not cut yet, bro.
Oh.
I want to be cut. I do.
I so would have loved to see Chief just puffing on that thing. I'm not getting anything out of it.
Fucking bullshit. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man.
No.
So while we're puff passing, we got little notes here, and it says different strokes for different folks, cuts and torches. So we already been through the cuts.
So,
I know there's bougie people out there.
So I prefer soft flame.
Soft flame versus the torch?
Yes.
Okay.
Because with soft flames, you are actually getting more of a taste with it.
Well, and
wait, say that again?
More taste.
With a soft flame?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because
why do you say that?
It's so.
I'm guessing the torch is doing something burnt.
Yes, it's like a different kind of burnt. Like it's a different Fahrenheit.
So if that's true, why'd you show up with a torch, bro?
Because I did not know if we were going to be outside, inside. I had no idea what we were going to do.
You got to be prepared.
Fucking guy, man.
Cigar pipe.
Ruben came prepared, bro.
With the pipes right there.
So
quit Bogarden.
So I'm of the opinion.
Okay.
So counterpoint, right?
Yeah.
Well, right.
Quit Bogarden over there.
You've got.
Let everyone else.
He's going to smoke it all down before we can get there.
It's not as good.
All right. Is that your official opinion?
That still tastes, so here's the thing: when you get your filler and binder, you're still getting good quality grown leaf. You really are.
Yeah.
But if you put a Maduro wrapper on the outside, a Connecticut, a Habano, whatever, it's going to change the flavor of it.
So that's why some people do barber poles.
Oh, okay.
You get the blend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And different kind of taste with it. Could be, there could like say, oh man, this really just changes over time.
As they do,
what did you say? Barber poles?
Barber pole. So think of a barber pole, Floyd's Barber Shop.
Okay.
That had the red and blue.
Yep.
And
Shout out.
Right. Did y'all have one here?
Saginaw.
So I actually have
Well,
one.
it's not Saginaw. It's like 7th Street, Fort Worth.
Well, we had one in my hometown of Duncan, Oklahoma. Floyd,
Yeah,
the barber.
that's where I used to go get my head shaved.
Yeah. So it's a barber pole. So a barber pole cigar, it's got typically a Maduro and a Connecticut, right? Blend of those two that's coming down. And then, and like he said, is that when you start it up, it's a much smoother blend because you get both of the flavors. But what I've found is with barber poles, they definitely increase in complexity, like by thirds. So a cigar is measured by thirds. First third, second third, and the last third.
Okay.
The old school guys wouldn't even smoke the last third. They didn't mess with it.
Wow.
Now
okay.
because we're
Aficionados.
We're aficionados. We're fucking men, dude. We're gonna smoke that tar.
Oh hell yeah!
Back third.
Smoke it till you can't hang on to it.
Right, because
that's why
clips.
some people use pokers.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
they don't want to burn their fingers.
The money shot's like a quarter down, right?
Yes.
Is what? Okay.
Yeah. And so that one was one. This one was one. So it had a closed foot, right?
And you want to do a torch when it's a closed foot.
But what you don't want to do with a closed foot cigar. So closed foot, what we're talking about is that wrapper, this thin wrapper that goes on the outside of this. They'll wrap it over the end of the cigar.
Yeah.
And whenever you draw on it after you cut it, it's like I can't get anything. Ordinarily, you would toast it. Give a little toast to an open foot cigar, which is the majority of the cigars. You toast it.
Yep.
And a toast only takes a few seconds, but some guys will sit there.
I'll toast for 30 seconds.
Don't do it, dude.
Okay.
Don't do it because I'll be like, you're wasting my fuel. It's like it makes no point. So you give a mild toast, you give it a taste. I'm going to do a video on this, but once you get that thing lit, and ordinarily you would toast it off. But with a wrapper, because the wrapper, look at that beauty, I mean, we're talking about leaves and veins.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn that off while you're holding it. You get that bitch in your mouth and you just and you're drawing on it. So your first couple of hits on that are raw wrapper.
Yeah.
And you get all this flavor that just and it's so nice, dude.
But Brad, I got a real quick question to you.
Yes.
Like, we're talking about expert individuals, but how do you develop your palate? Because it took me a while to develop that. Because all you're talking about is great, but if you're new into this, you're just bringing. How long? It took me a year, honestly, to be like, oh, I can actually distinguish what you're talking about.
So the best time whenever I do all my kind of pairings or all my like, okay, this is what kind of notes you're going to get, is actually really a sit down, quiet environment to kind of have like soft music with no words on there. And you can really just like, okay, man, I'm kind of getting.
So it's about concentration.
Yes, because I was able to experience one day. I was like by myself, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have soft jazz playing, and I just had like, okay, wow, I'm getting kind of chocolate notes with this, or it's really.
Continue.
Okay, you're eating walnuts. It all depends on. It just all depends on like really on you basically. Like if you just like
setting.
Yes, setting the setting and trying to find how.
Yeah.
Like how to really. Because if you have distractions, you're not going to know what you're smoking. That's why some of these companies like Half Wheel or Cigar Aficionado, they're doing so many of these tastings. They're trying to see, okay, this burns at this time, or that's how they try to distinguish like how they're going to try to get the best of it. Because if let's say we're doing it now, we're smoking all together. I could say to you right now, you're going to get so much blueberry on that cigar. And you're going to say, and you're
out.
And then
not
you're
interested.
You're going to say,
I don't want blueberry.
Really?
I don't want blueberry.
I don't want blueberry. And then next thing you know, holy
Never
shit,
had
some
blueberry.
reason I'm getting blueberry notes with
All
this
of a
cigar.
sudden,
It's really, that's why.
Bro, do you get blueberry?
So you're going to.
Brad.
No, not on that cigar.
Any cigar.
So,
other than a blueberry cigar.
No, I have on one.
Man.
It's called the Byron Grand Pooma. It was a $75 cigar I smoked. And I literally had to do like a whole close my eyes, try to write down like, okay, I'm kind of getting these kind of notes. Getting a slight kind of blueberry, but not like a strong blueberry, kind of more of a, like it's the texture of the blueberry.
But was it a ripe blueberry or an early stage blueberry?
Early stage.
Oh, early stage. I got you now.
See, but here's what I say. Like, if you come in fresh on your palate, whether it's cigars or bourbon or whatever, right?
Quit being stingy, Doc.
Nah, no stingy here.
If you come in and you've got a fresh palate, well then at that point make your path before you're going to spend your money. If you're going to spend your money on a high price bourbon, then don't go spending 20 plus on a cigar. Because you're going to have a domination on your palate of one of these two, right?
Yeah.
And this is smoke. It's fire, dude.
So it's like an important point you're making.
I think so.
You also got to think about like, okay, what did I eat for lunch or for dinner?
Whataburger.
And so
which pairs great with a cigar.
So
fucking it does. Laffy Taffy's pairs great with a cigar.
So you got to also be careful because let's say you have pasta. You do not want to eat pasta before you smoke a cigar.
Wow.
It's because Sediki
I feel
of
like
the
a
tomato
bunch of
sauce.
Italians would tell you to suck it right now.
My grandfather would hate me. But no, you're really, because you're getting so much of that tomato, you're getting the Sediki, that's really,
that sounds amazing.
You're really getting it on your palate. That's and you're going to say, man, this is a terrible cigar. I've smoked this so many times. Why the fuck is it doing this? But if you have cheese, it cleanses your palate. It cleans it right out. Same with coffee.
Coffee is the one of all of the pairings. Like the one thing I've noticed, coffee is the one that truly like it sets the palate alive.
So the Nat Seco anniversary, that's my coffee cigar. So I'm always doing like hand in hand with that. It's one of my favorites. Even
it's a great cigar.
Bronx Tail Colodral. It goes great with an espresso martini.
Wow.
But not pasta.
No.
Not pasta. All right, I got a cigar question. Why do you get a hold of some cigars and you're smoking halfway, sometimes before, it burns quicker on one end?
Boating. Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you boat. So that comes down to the
I've
binder.
boated a lot and smoked cigars.
But no,
so
whenever you see it, canoes, right? So you see it where that's your the binder. So of all those, it's that, not the wrapper.
Oh, yeah.
It's that binder. It's that thick binder. When you have a flaw in the burn, it's from the binder. It's not from the filler.
It also depends on that roller. She could be
or he,
right?
Because they could be mad at their spouse.
Well, and most because again we're dealing with everything is hand rolled. So, and what we found, I think it's fair. The women are better at hand rolling
the
cigars.
reason is they have a way.
There was some like dirty reference there.
No, it wasn't.
No,
it was for real.
Oh, okay.
So it's really they're able to really notice like if there's some kind of imperfection. They also do have tools already out there that like they do like a whole test and everything. So some of these websites that like Cigar Bed, Cigar Page that people buy their stuff, those are actually the rejects. Actually, they are like not getting the right perfection. They're not doing the master
draw,
care.
Yeah, something's off with it. Yeah.
Okay, conspiracy theory. Does it matter or not if you lick your cigar?
Oh my gosh!
Prior to,
I mean, we've all seen people do that. I mean, they go to town on that thing.
No, dude, I have guys who go deep throat, right?
Yeah, I'm talking.
and then they have the audacity
to go cut
to stick that in my community cutter. and just squeeze their saliva as a drop drops down into my cutter.
Same with the Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like he makes a video like, oh, you just got to paint like a paintbrush and everything.
Oh, with the Reposado tequila.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything.
Well, yeah, because I've seen dudes dip it in their whiskey before.
It doesn't do anything.
That I'm cool with that because that's post community cutter. It's the guys who slob the knob on their cigar before they cut it.
Yeah, but I mean, so the licking thing,
it doesn't do anything.
It had to come from somewhere.
You know why you do that, right?
Because they think it
you
just
think it
helps
lengthens.
No. It's because they're smoking cheap Swisher Sweet cigars that notoriously are machine made and fall apart.
The wrapper falls off.
So you lick it and it helps
keep it together.
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
just
I've
like
always
rolling
thought.
a joint, right?
Yeah,
it's the same
I don't know.
thing.
We've never done that, sir.
I haven't either. So you get that saliva on there, and they're just used to doing that because they know there's that cheap cigar is going to fall apart.
Okay.
They walk into a cigar lounge, that cigar's not going to fall apart 99 or 90 whatever out of 100,
At least
right?
until you take that band
Because it's a fresh cigar. It's been kept right.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
The reason for the band, right?
Yeah.
So I still have guys that come in, and as soon as they get their cigar, boom,
Immediately
the
take it
band's gone. Mm-hmm. I argue, again, look at the delicacy of this. Look at that. I mean, seriously. I mean, you've got, like, I don't know if you can see it, the light. Like, you can truly count the veins in that.
Should I shine a light?
And you're putting your fingers on that to smoke it. That's what the band is for.
That's a valid point.
It's
I've never
100%
even
a
thought
valid
about
point.
this.
Yeah, that's thin.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Delicate.
It truly is. So when you put your fingers on this, and I always do that. Now that doesn't mean that you have to have a band for it to be a quality cigar.
Yeah.
But when you have that band, keep it on there until the burn gets down there. Now you've heard about the burn melting the glue. No, man, look, the burn. You don't have to worry about it melting the glue. But when it gets down to that point, hey, let's take it off.
It's a cigar, but
Yeah.
it's $8 and it's an hour of your life.
Which, speaking of the glue, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. Which this cigar is great.
And
I can't stand when I have to pull out my pocket knife to get the damn band
so
off.
he knows. And Brad
whenever
knows.
I do work, like, that's actually how I try to decide if it's a good cigar.
Were you there that day? I'll kick a manufacturer out if their band is too hard to get off, and I got to go because the glue is so thick.
Yes.
Or it takes over
damages
3/4 of the fucking cigar.
Or it takes off part of it, too.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. When it damages the wrapper,
Yes.
it's like you're out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not interested in selling a cigar when I have to take the band off and it damages the wrapper. So the wrapper, again, is not this. The wrapper is this. That's the wrapper. That delicate leaf.
Right.
That's your wrapper. The your band, like, if I can get it off quick, boom, boom, then, hey, we're cool. But to your point, Heath, if you have a band that is...
Well, there's one brand out there that I'm not saying names, but it's kind of feels like it's a metal kind of band on there.
Yeah.
And it literally takes apart the cigar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like aluminum, and it doesn't do anything. I know that's going to heat up as soon as you're smoking it.
So there's one, and I carry it, the Macanudo Vintage. The Macanudo Vintage is it's a metal band, but what that thing is, and that thing is, it's an expensive cigar. And when people come in, they see it and they see
it's so good.
It's so good, right?
Haven't had it.
But what you got to have it. It really is good. And I know it's a competitor, but it really is good. So the thing about that, it's a hard metal band, like your daughter can wear it as a ring, and they will, right? But what that is that tells you the proper humidification of your humidor. Because if your humidor is too humidified, that it'll swell up too much.
Can't get it off.
And you can't get it off. But if it's not enough, then it just goes and comes right off, right? But if it's right in the middle, they can come in, get that metal band.
Then it looks like a Magnum condom on all of us.
Correct.
It's just too big. Well, maybe not you, bro.
Adventura Cigars.
Who is this guy? Is he a friend of yours?
You're not going to you're not dropping drop Magnum on us, man. Come on, man.
So
this is why you need Jesus, man.
You forget. I've been to Africa, bro.
You've been to Africa.
So Adventura Cigars actually have the aluminum band. So like they also are made by Warp and everything. So that's why.
So it's actually like a tinfoil?
Kind of. Have you Chad, have you had?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
But I do want to say something. So right now, my cigar's gone out. Right, it's just not doing it. Right.
You've been talking.
Oh, this is a good.
And what is it? Good conversation kills good cigars, right?
And that's why I said private, like quietness, really helps.
Yeah. Correct. Right. Which we're struggling with that today, right? So a lot of guys,
it would really suck if we were just all quiet. Listen to soft jazz.
As Brad recommends, by the way.
I'm just switching the camera, and we're all just
So a lot of guys when they want to relight a cigar, they want to relight it the same way that they started.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the way you do it. So I did it earlier, but we were talking. But what you do, so you just light this. So a cigar naturally wants to tunnel. You're constantly fighting the tunnel, and a pour wrap cigar will tunnel so much that it's irredeemable, right? So what you do is you just light the outside wrapper and the binder. You get that fired up again. Get it good and toasted, right? And then what you do, get that going.
Looking like Elon Musk with
like when he was on Joe Rogan.
And now we're back in business because I started from the outside. He didn't inhale, by the way.
He did not.
That big fat blunt. He did not inhale.
That wasn't a blunt. That was a cigar.
And as an aside, what do you do with a cigar? You do not inhale.
Yeah, but that was the best. That was the best thing because he was puffing on it. He goes. Mm-hmm. That whole look, I was like, "What are you doing, bro?"
When it makes me laugh whenever I do see people, they're like, "Oh yeah, this is a great cigar," and they're inhaling. I'm like, "Why?"
Well, okay, so I'll say this: so the guys who dip, you can handle that nicotine.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, because I dip too.
I don't know. Prove it, Doc. Prove it on camera.
Don't do it, man.
Oh, no.
Are you gonna do it? Did you inhale that, or did you just fake like you inhaled? There it is.
So another thing,
like 11-year-old me. I'm smoking.
I'm smoking it.
So another thing that a lot of people don't know, you get also a lot of the taste if you retrohale.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Explain that.
Okay. So a retrohale, it's not bringing it into your lungs and then coming out your nose. So you bring it in, then you push it through your mouth, out through your nose. And as we know, if anyone who had COVID where it completely robbed your sense of smell.
Yeah.
And we all know sense of smell and taste are very intricately connected, right? But with cigar, you can't get the full profile of the cigar unless you retrohale. You really can't.
And you can tell if it's a good cigar if you can retrohale, because there's some out there.
Burn the fuck out of your nose, man.
Like I had one cigar that I smoked, it literally felt like someone put habanero peppers right up my nostrils.
Too much, yeah.
And I was like, I can't do this. I literally was hating myself.
Yeah. So a lot of cigar aficionados will do that. That when they Micah McKinney, who's our neighbor next door, like he'll retrohale like every third puff. Yeah. Every third puff, Micah's retrohaling.
He's the first one that brought that to my attention that it was even a thing.
And did you do it?
No.
Have you still not done it?
No.
Do it, dude.
I'm going to suck it down.
You try it.
Just push it through.
Try it with that. It's actually a very slight. It's very slight. It's not going to burn.
And I'm not as good with putting things in my mouth and pushing it and pulling
it through your nose, man.
You just got to go through the roof.
I want to see it, dude. From your nose, you close your throat off. No.
That's not it.
Breathe out of your nose while you open that passage up in the back. You got to relax.
I'm going to go no.
Just do it.
Come on.
You got to do it, man. It really does. And when you do that, the experience of the cigar, it's like wow.
It changes.
I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll show you. You ready?
Don't inhale it though. It's got to go from your mouth through your There it is.
Yeah.
So you start blowing it out, and then you just bring it all back in, and send it out your nose.
Yeah.
Nice. If I was 12, I'd fall for this peer pressure. Do it.
Can you spell?
Fucking do it, pussy. You're a pussy, man.
Can you spell ICUP for me, please?
ICUP.
Let's say funny colors.
So on the cigar world, back on the cigar world, how is the whole cigar industry? Is it booming? Is it slow? Is it?
So I have a question. Do I have a price increase coming? I've got it from a lot of people.
Actually, no.
My man. See?
Oh, he said it publicly.
Hey,
so you just, I understand. I know what you're doing.
So,
good job being honest.
That's right.
Yeah.
So,
I got evidence.
No,
But I mean, in general, like, is it picking up
Market,
more?
bro.
Because I know we have more dancing queens out there nowadays. Where
More fairies.
More fairies. So I didn't know how the cigar world.
Well, so I'll tell you.
Are you saying cigars are manly?
Yes.
Yes, but I will say. But so
okay.
Brad is no longer in the distributor side, right? He's got his as a line. But I've gotten multiple emails at the end of the year, as typical price increases do. You get the email that said, "Hey, price increases come." So I've got that from multiple people, where because of the cost of, and it's the typical price increase jargon, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, due to the rising costs of labor, tobacco, and the process, blah blah blah. So unfortunately, I've already raised prices on at least 2 of the manufacturers I have. One specifically that. Well, Drew Estate. I mean, this is public knowledge.
Oh, really?
Wow. Drew Estate's raising it on everything.
Drew Estates,
and they're raising it again.
I mean, I'm not surprised. They're expensive
They're
shit.
raising it again.
Yeah.
So Drew Estates, they're a great company. Don't get me wrong.
I've smoked my share of fat bottom Betties.
And
and
a lot of people are like, oh, well, whenever I go to some of these shops, they're like, oh, why can't you be the next Drew Estates? Don't you know it takes years, and as well the marketing? Like, my boss does all the marketing for Epic. Like, his Instagram, we have our official Epic Instagram. He does everything himself.
Feel free to go ahead and plug that.
I will. And he does everything. Like, we have over 80,000 people that follow it. And, like, whenever I tell people, I'm like, hey, so we are established brand. We are not really your boutique brand out there. We are being on Cigar Aficionado. We are being published. We even have, like, on the Bronx sale, we actually partnered with Chaz Palminteri.
And if you haven't seen A Bronx Tale, the movie, what the fuck are you doing
I haven't
with
watched
your
it.
life, bro?
Okay, I gotta watch it.
Oh, it's
Chance? What are you doing with the?
You haven't seen it?
Neither one of
What?
Neither one of y'all?
So
I've not watched it.
So it was originally a play that Chaz wrote about.
It was a one-man show.
But now he turned it into a movie that Robert.
Who's Chaz?
Chaz Palminteri. You know him from he's been in
Law
Bronx.
and Order. He was in also. Have you seen Stuart Little?
Yes.
So he's the bad cat, basically.
But you can't Stuart Little, Chaz Palminteri. Look, you got to watch Bronx Tale.
Wait, actually, have you seen Little Man?
No.
No, man. Look, you need to watch A Bronx Tale. It's
okay.
So Goodfellas, Godfather.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now.
Yes.
I'm putting Bronx Tale right now. I'm putting Bronx Tale with.
Holy shit!
It's in that world.
And that's
it's
the funny,
so fucking
and
good.
the
dude.
funny thing is, like, whenever I see all these kind of like mobster movies,
now
they
you
don't
can't
have him.
leave.
They don't have him in it, which really throws me in a loop. Whenever.
Dude,
I was like, what?
so that's why the second I found out that they had a Bronx Tale cigar, I was like, I want to get it. Because I loved, as a cinephile, and now a cigar.
So what about the movie goes into the cigar?
So
it's Chaz.
So we made we got the rights with Chaz. We actually asked him, like, I think it was his grandfather too.
Colodero, right? Colodero, yeah.
And he actually he smokes cigars, and Chaz doesn't really smoke cigars, but he wanted to do a tribute to him.
Yeah.
And so we basically made a cigar to help. Basically, we have the rights that we got from him. We also are making a new cigar coming out for that, produce basically another subpart of the Bronx Tale movie. And it's a full body smoke. It's going to be one of those, like,
is it whenever Colodero drops his girlfriend off in Harlem?
No.
Is it that dark?
No,
because that's what it is, dude.
So it's called The Sunny.
Oh, Sonny.
Yeah.
If you know the movie.
I know Sonny. Yeah.
So that's who Chaz plays. So Sonny is the boss of this is old school mafia.
Yeah.
He's the last of a dying breed in this movie, right? He is the guy that was the boss And when y'all,
you need to watch it.
This is why I'm so happy for y'all. I really am so happy. It's like me whenever I discovered that AC/DC had Powerage as an album that I never got as a kid, and then I found out, dude, there's new AC/DC songs, right?
They're on their last tour.
I still haven't seen them.
I've seen they were my very first concert.
I know, dude.
Sorry.
And I told you whenever you told me that because that was my favorite band.
And that's my favorite band too,
dude. And but this movie though, y'all are in for such a treat. So De Niro actually directed it, right?
Okay.
So,
I probably can't watch it now.
No.
So Chaz actually doesn't like
you can't deny
De Niro
his
anymore
skills
because of that. How he is.
What did this dude do?
Oh,
De Niro, he's hard. You know how he is. He's woke.
Yeah. Skills do it. He's all he does.
No, I know. But
he's
can you
a celebrity.
deny his skills as an actor? No, you can't. He's an artist. Yeah. He's a fucking artist, you know?
That's all he does is one act. One trick pony.
Yeah, but as a director on A Bronx Tale, I'm telling you, all I'm saying is like I said, I know what Godfather is. It is the best. It's not my favorite, but it is the best film.
Yeah.
Of all time, I believe that.
I think it's way up there.
And Bronx Tale is in that that Italian world of it's so
the cream
good.
With the crop.
It's cream. It really is, right?
And so
right to the top.
Coppola or is it Scorsese?
Say that.
The Godfather is Coppola.
It's Coppola.
Yeah.
So another thing is there's the kid that's in that movie.
Yeah.
That plays the young.
Yeah, that plays the young kid. Chaz does not even do any kind of affiliation with him. He was a cop killer. Chaz is very with the police. He's very pro-Trump.
Which lines up with the Dean as a pro-police, which you have the Epic.
Yeah, the police 299. That was actually my boss's badge number in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so whenever I do go to some of these shops and they're like, oh, I was a police officer. Well, my boss was a police officer in his past life. He was in Canada, and he has his badge number. They're like, really?
Not a Mountie. He wasn't a Mountie.
He was like SWAT. He was undercover. He was.
But it's Canadian, so you know.
He was the badass. Like he literally, it's someone you don't want to get in a fight with. He even said to me, like, if he ever meets the owner of Bogani, he will punch him in the face.
Yeah.
And say, pay Brad now or else.
He's naming names, bro.
I mean, are there rough people in Canada?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
There?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna ask something because I'm gonna interject a question here because being the black person on this great panel, and your boss is black.
Yes.
You're black?
So, yeah. you figure that out yet, Doc?
No, I haven't.
What? Mind explode.
We don't see color.
No, we don't see color.
Colorblind.
But I'm asking.
Only in color.
How is he doing in the industry? Because it's been predominantly white, I would say. Has it?
No.
No.
Hell no.
I'm just asking. You know, is he getting?
Bro, have you seen the names of some of these companies?
I mean, Swisher Sweets,
but
Black
still.
and Tan.
But the higher end, like Swisher Sweets is not like
that's
forget
not
Swisher Sweets.
That's
like,
okay.
we're talking about
that's not cigar.
Like Jose Blanco?
Yeah.
Jose Blanco is Hispanic.
Okay.
Yeah, is there
But
any
still.
white owned?
But
Yes.
Very few. Though.
Very few, right?
Very few. Yeah.
Like
It's still Latino dominated, right?
yeah.
Oh, that's the
Strong.
Catholic connection.
Latinos?
That's
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I said, yeah.
I've just now figured that out. It's like world
They're
exploding
trying
in
to
my
hurt me
mind
here,
right
man.
now.
I'm just asking
Yeah.
a question, man.
Okay, I get it.
Like,
How strong do we pregame, dude? You know what I'm saying?
but
En nombre Padre, Filio, Espíritu Santo.
So
Yeah.
it actually
Yeah.
It is difficult for him. He actually because a lot of people have made. They're like, you're so. He's 55, I think. He's actually about to be 55. His birthday's Christmas, and so he actually has told me all the struggles he's dealt with.
Yeah.
He's because, like when he goes in, some of them they're like, oh, I don't know your brand. I don't have no idea. But yet, when he's like, "Oh, I've worked with this brand, or this is the Master Roller," he says all the stuff about him.
yeah.
It actually makes it like, "Oh shit!"
So
You
is
actually
he
know.
pure Canadian or is he that gay French Canadian?
No, he's pure.
He's pure Canadian.
He's raw dog Canadian. Yeah.
He's not from Quebec.
He's not. He is from. Let me double check.
Does he speak French? Il parle français?
I bet he does.
Il ne parle français?
He knows so many languages.
No, just please.
The whiskey bros is truly international. I'm saying I got people from Chad calling say, "Hey man, I saw you on the Whiskey Bro podcast." You know, so it's like,
Great Britain.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
until they started censoring them.
Yeah, and then, you finished our last podcast with an entire.
In French, right?
In French, yeah.
Some French. Yeah, Chad. You recently had a French guy in your shop too, which is cool. So
we've had all kinds of people in the shop. Well, we had some Germans up in there.
English, bloody hell.
Yeah, we had some Germans selling some oil field equipment.
We had people from Slidell. Dude, we're all over the place, dude.
Those are some strange
Californians.
The best, bro. The Slidell people are the best.
We don't allow Californians in there.
You know, country, right? No.
Chicos. They're all coming.
I like me a good Californian now and then.
So,
if it's a good Californian.
A refugee, yeah.
So he's went to college in New Brunswick.
Get out of here, man.
Brunswick.
Yeah.
Connecticut.
See, Americans know nothing about that. They don't know what it means, dude.
I don't know exactly where he's from, but he's from a small town in Canada.
Okay.
He's from the white part of Canada that speaks English. Yeah. He's a brother just like any of them, man. He's just
brother from another mother.
He's just making it, man.
But he's always been down to earth. Like, he's very helpful, very hands-on. Like, if he... Like, I really want to bring him back at the Chief, and so people can just meet him and get to know him.
That'd be cool. And can I say, so the first time that Brad came in,
quit talking.
Dean comes in. Dean comes in comes in, rides with this boy, and they come in. The owner of the company. Well,
he probably heard the story before. So Dean probably ride with him.
So he comes in, and right out the box, man. Like I knew. Okay, not only do I get. And by the way, y'all know, so anytime I get any manufacturer who comes in, they send me samples, right? Yeah, so I try their cigars. Now, I'm one man, like Industrial up in Frisco.
I mean, you got to smoke some cigars.
So one thing about Industrial, they have a tasting community.
10 individuals, and they demand, is it 3 cigars per? 10.
Yes.
10 by 10. That's right.
Okay.
Wow.
Wait. So I'm known for giving the Chief all his greatest ideas up there. and I have another one. Start the whole G freaking community, bro.
And just tell them, hey, you need to send me 3 to
if you did that,
I'm sorry,
I would not like that.
See? That's what I'm saying. Because, dude, if you're a rep, okay, he's got a certain amount that he can allocate, and he's looking for that $20,000 order.
Yeah, but you normally
get
chasing
that $20,000 order
4 to 5 samples anyway.
Bro.
I'm slipping.
I mean, you normally get 4 to 5 samples from these people anyway.
Man.
But I get one of each blend.
Oh yeah.
No, so what Industrial does, they have their tasting community, and they take off the bands, and they don't tell people what they're smoking. It could be a high dollar stick, or it could be a low dollar stick.
I like that.
Which is a neat concept.
Yeah.
But everyone else has different pairings, but different tasting.
Right.
You're also doing you're going to be smoking. There's other brands going to be out there.
Yeah, so but for somebody like Chad, I would think that he would want that, because now it's not just him. He's got 6 of the people that come up there all the time that could say, hey, I really like this cigar, but I really hate this cigar.
And we all know
that's just 6 people.
Yeah,
that's it.
But
it's
over. It's basically, I'm giving you
100 cigars,
300 to 400, and also
just to get on my shelf. I have a 10 by 10 humidor.
Yeah, I haven't heard the negative yet. I get free cigars. They're
not going to do it, man.
It's literally saying, it's saying to me, like, it's basically, I needed to say, okay, well, I need to give you this many cigars. Basically, I'm out of all these samples.
Right.
And then I got to say to my corporate, hey, I need to get more samples. We just sent you samples about 2 days ago.
Yeah, but this motherfucker in Decatur.
Tribe.
So what's
the guy in Decatur's like saying, yeah, but I need 10
So what
of
cigars
each.
do you smoke?
I smoke mine.
Epics only.
No, Epic, Natseco. I smoke other.
Endless Supply is like Bluebell.
All right. Another great idea that I'm making for the Chief is when and how can we get a dude up there actual rolling cigars?
So,
because for me, I've only done that experience once, but it was the greatest freaking experience of my cigar life.
Noel does that.
Rojas.
We need to get somebody up there doing that.
No, Noel does that.
Yeah.
Noel Rojas.
But it's going to be expensive. If you want Noel
out there. Well, I'm just going to send. I'm going to send him my AP accounts payable of how much I've spent for
Maybe
Rojas
we start
cigars.
out with Julio and work our way up to Noel.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm not so. Right? Like I do a lot of business with Rojas, right? And I do that for a reason because Noel Rojas, Cuban born, and the man was the master blender for some guys, and then he comes in and then he buys his own factory in Nicaragua. And
you notice he's saying that a whole lot better.
Nicaragua. with a hard K.
This guy.
Dude,
he instigating. Why are you instigating all the time, man?
That's Heath, man. That's Heath,
dude. That's what he does, dude. So Noel's one of the only guys in DFW that actually has this, and because he has the resources and the know-how, Noel can roll a cigar on the table right now out of a piece of 8.5 by 11 legal paper. He'll show you how a cigar is rolled. And Noel's one of the few guys that can do that. So when you get someone who can roll, who can come in, there's not many people that can do that.
There's a brand out there that I've met the owner, super down-to-earth guy. I wanted to work with this guy so much. His name's Luciano. He could do it. He can even tell you, like,
Luciano. You gotta go, Luciano.
And so he literally has, I call him the Wolfgang Puck of cigars.
That's
because
good.
He can literally... He has a disease also. Like, if something's off balance, it makes him sick. He can literally, that's how he will roll the cigar. It could be, like, a really good cigar, really bad cigar, and stuff like that. But I remember I was working at a shop, and he was there. He was like, hey, Brad, do you want a cigar? I was like, yeah, sure. He was like, give me 15 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm cleaning up. And he was like, Brad, here you go. And I smoke it. I'm like, oh, this is really good. What is this? He's like, I don't know. I just made it right now.
Wow.
I was like, what? Because his therapy is rolling cigars.
Huh.
And whenever I was there, I was like, this is really good. I wish I could have another one. He was like, okay, well, give me another 15 minutes. I was like, okay. And I'm literally getting people to leave and everything. And then he gives me 2. And he was like, you don't need to smoke this other one, but smoke this one. And let me know what you think. Smoked it. I was like, oh my God, this is really good. I would do a box of this. What would you call this? He's like, I don't know. He literally rolled a cigar just for me. And I was like, how much do I owe you on this? Like, I know you are doing this for, like, he had a whole event just telling people about cigars.
Yeah,
and
that's awesome.
He did it just for me, and I was like, what's so special for me? Like, why did you do this for me, not for the owner and stuff like that? He said, Brad, to be honest with you, I see really good potential in you. I see that you're going to really grow in this industry. And I said, well, I really do want to be a rep. He was like, okay, well, I'll try to talk to the family about it. And whenever he talked to the family, they're like, oh, well, I don't think he has enough experience to do this. And that really just, when I overheard that, it just tore me apart hearing that. Because you know this shop that I'm talking about that really ruined it.
I was taking a leak. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
You didn't tell them about your car ride. You would have told that story, they would have knew you had experience.
Out there.
No, and they see this place, I've, like, industrial, they're great family and everything. I've tried to give them samples, but they still see me as a kid.
Is that a shop like Chiefs Industrial?
Well, I wish. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
a yes,
but it's a cigar bar.
It's a
I've been there.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been there. It's a nice spot.
It's a nice spot, but it's
Frisco.
Well, okay, so y'all've been in the Chief, right?
Yeah.
Like so what I tried to do was blend dive bar with cigar lounge because I love the ethos of a dive bar.
Yeah.
Right? Cigar lounges. Some cigar lounges can be a little bit too snooty, right?
Sure.
They can be a little too snooty. But like I wanted to keep that to where we didn't have that snootiness, right?
So you have like sets of chairs around.
Yeah.
So it's not all together.
No.
So there's
that's
this
what I got from the cigar lounge culture was I love the pockets and the So I got
pockets.
I got couch corner.
Yeah.
I got the quads. I got the triplets. I got the bar. I got the academics.
You got my seat at the bar.
Heath's seat at the end of the bar, so he can see everything. Right. I've got all the. But I did that with some of that kind of happened, but it was mostly because I didn't want the exclusiveness that you get with some cigar lounges, and Ruben knows, man. That there's a snobbery, and if you know anything about me and about the chief.
Why do you know, Ruben?
No, man. You talk about culture. And that's the one thing that I love about the cigar culture in general. But definitely with the chief is you can really sense that coming in.
Yeah.
Because I've been in there. I'll be straight up. I come in there and Chad does it all the time, but he knows he can read people. And one time I was coming there, he handed me a drink, and I didn't buy a single cigar, but he knew there was something going on.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of atmosphere that draws you in. And being an African, we're big on culture. Right?
Yeah.
And there's more and more Africans smoking cigars, enjoying cigars. And I'm like, you need to connect with the chief. Because there's a culture that resonates with us. Right.
Yeah.
So, that culture that brings me in.
Well, and that's why in the cigar lounge community is heavily entrepreneurial. I've never seen it. I don't know of another industry that where you can say the vast majority of your customers, right, of the guys that you call on are guys like me that for whatever reason decided they were going to start a cigar lounge, right? And what you have, even you don't call on CI, right? Cigars International.
Yeah,
you don't. He doesn't call on them because that's a national. But every cigar lounge he's calling on. Of the how many was it in DFW?
106.
Fake news. There's no way there's 106 in DFW. That's so many cigar lounges, dude.
It's a lot.
And I'm very selective on who I go into.
Yeah.
Like I'm not one of those like, I want to get in every shop out there.
Yeah. Thankfully, right?
Like because
strip clubs are out.
Can I just say, as the elder statesman with the 46-year-old bladder,
yes,
the reason I've had to take 2 exits, and I was going to tell you prior to coming on, even though you're 28.
Yeah, I was going to call you a puss.
Look, dude, I'm 46, man.
Hang,
the old prostate
47.
and the bladder.
Bro, it's
I'm the elder statesman. You got to show me respect, man. You've been out here.
Yeah, but I've been hammered. Look, dude.
Yeah, me and Ruben's been over here working.
Ruben is the elder statesman.
Yeah, me and Ruben's over here working, trying to freaking censor
the
your
Red
ass.
River Spirits.
But can I
we
say,
mentioning
though,
that lately?
now,
We got to be mentioning that, brother.
But here's the thing. So I'm not. Either it was the Bud Ice or it was the Red River Rye.
It's probably the Bud Ice.
It's the twisted tea that's making me
tea. That's what it is.
But look, all I'm saying is that this rye that I've been enjoying
is so good. You should totally get some at the shop.
Is there something more manly in having a 3-hour bladder?
No,
that's pretty manly.
Is it?
It's pretty manly.
I don't know, man.
3 hours?
It's been almost.
Is it more what you can drink or how much you can drink without having to pee?
Like, if you're a man, you should be able to plop it out, take a leak whenever you want to take a leak.
Doc, here's what I'm
saying,
hour,
bro.
it
takes.
Yeah, but I'm saying...
But you should also not have to.
Why?
Because there's something
I'm just
wrong
saying,
with you.
If I got to go take a leak, I got to go take a leak.
I agree, but I mean...
Boom. I'm just going to throw it out there.
That's a good.
Yeah, but I can still drink.
All right, so we've been going for at least 30 minutes now, so it's a pretty good spot.
We forgot to press record.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Spot to stop. So,
well, I really do want to say thank you so much.
Thanks for coming on, bro. It was awesome.
Hell yeah. Thanks for the cigars.
But
I still don't know what this is, but
we've only told you
buy
like 4 times.
Yeah.
But since we did have you on Epic Cigars, all your shit, so go ahead and plug that. Where can people find your cigars, websites, phone numbers, emails, addresses, whatever you want to throw out there? Let's tell people where they can find these glorious things.
Where do you live? All that lounge, bro. That's where you can find.
Do we have any guesses?
Closest to us, the Chief, for sure.
He lives in Frisco.
So, no. Really, you can email me at Brad at XanderGregg.com. But the closest really is the Chief Indicator.
Right. Yeah.
And really, it's
really the only, out of that 106, it's really the only place
Brad at XanderGregg.com.
Yeah, and I just want to say, man, like for real, and Heath, you know this, you are one of my favorite cigar reps. In this world where
you brought him on.
I'm a small business owner. And Brad does a good job. And since I'm an independent business owner, he knows Brad legit just pops in.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know how much I mind it? None. Actually, negative none, which is in the positive in my analogy.
Yeah.
And well,
like
also,
positive 5.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
also what I've noticed about this guy is in the times that I've been with the chief, you know,
Because you've
time,
just been hanging out, and here comes Brad.
Well, not even that. He also shows up, and he's not there just to sell you cigar. He'll come out and just hang out with us and talk.
He's got to be the best job in the world.
Well, that's why he's on this podcast.
So many other reps I know, they go into a shop. Oh, sorry, I don't want to get anything. They just get up and leave.
Right. Well, and what they do is they just diarrhea from the mouth, my, me, and they're a me monster, right? Where they're just talking about their brand, and Brad comes and hangs out. Dude, you seriously, like what you do, keep doing it, man.
It's good, yeah.
It works, man.
And honestly, it helps me. When I hear stuff like that, it helps me. Because whenever I do go to some shops and they're like, oh, sorry, Brad, I don't want to bring you in.
Don't worry about it.
I don't worry about it. I still buy a cigar and still try to contribute.
Yeah, how many shops have I ran into you? Paladin, there was one.
Oh, yes.
Unannounced, the chief, and there was another one, I think, up in Denton. We just ran into each other. Like, he's just making his rounds,
and doing it, man.
But no, awesome. I buy, because even if they're not going to buy, I still want to support somehow.
Yes.
My man buys his own brand of cigars when he comes into the gym.
I mean, that tells you a lot right there.
Dude.
Yeah.
And like,
awesome.
Like yesterday, I got a text from Chad. Basically, my friends were at the chief.
Yeah. And should I say what the text said?
Yes.
Tell Brad he's a punk ass bitch. And I was like, all right.
Did they tell you what I said back?
No.
I said, tell Edward Norton, hey there.
Oh, yeah, they did tell me that, dude.
So this is awesome. I want to thank you guys for coming on. Both of our guests. I want to thank Chance here for helping me out. He did a great job.
Chance the rapper?
Yeah,
I want to thank Chance for just pulling me in. I'm just sitting on the couch, man. Why are you doing this to me, man? But anyway, I guess I appreciate it.
Get Ruben on the couch. Appreciate you, Ruben, coming in, man.
Thanks, Ruben. Appreciate you.
But get all your Epic, and with every Epic cigar, there's an Epic story.
Oh, my man.
That's good. Yeah. Way to finish.
Come on, man. Give it to him, man.
And special news nobody knew about, but if you go to the chief and buy an Epic cigar, you get a $2 beer.
What?
Special. Yeah, special.
I am
awesome.
on
Schlitz
that.
malt liquor.
Hey, I've drank a lot of Schlitz in my life.
Yeah.
Also, you have, bro.
Yes.
Tongue first. You know what I mean?
It all is up to Chad, but I'm also going to do even another deal. If you buy 4, you get 1 free, and I'll give Chad.
Booyah.
All right. It was an awesome cigar.
Good night.
It was an awesome cigar, but good night.
Adios.
Peace out.
You've been listening to the Whiskey Bros Around the Table.